And I think we are live.
You are live.
Good evening,
Yeah.
everybody. Give me 1 second here.
Not yet. Don't eat my headphones.
All right. How's everybody doing tonight in the chat? This is the first time for me trying to do this myself. So just give me a second. You don't see me?
Nope.
I see me. Can everybody see me and hear me okay?
There we go.
Can everybody see me and hear me okay?
I'm working on it.
We got a few guests tonight that are going to pop in here in a couple minutes. Just want to make sure everything's running good and have the cat off my leg.
Come here.
She doesn't know how to put her claws away.
Come on.
Tonight we're going to be pretty much having a Q&A. We're going to be talking to other YouTubers about their channels and what they do, and also how we're all coping with the current situation that's going on in our world. We're going to try to keep political stuff out of it, mostly just stick to how we're coping and what the situation is for each one of us. And we're going to talk about each other's channels, and hopefully everybody will have a fun time. So,
Hi, Jenny.
Becky's here too. Adventures with Dex, if you don't know her, which you guys probably do. And me, Jake, Mr. SmithNet.
And Bella.
And Bella. There'll probably be cats popping in and out as we're sitting here.
Stop eating my headphones.
So, I guess I'll send out an invite here. What time is it? Wait a couple more minutes. How's everybody coping? How's everybody in the audience there?
Ow.
Everything good with your guys' families and all your friends? Hopefully everybody's doing fine. Hopefully there's no bad scenarios happening for anybody other than we're all locked up.
I ain't locked
Hey,
up.
Barbara. Glad to see Rob here. He's being the doorman. He was the
Hi,
first
Miss
one
Barbara.
here. Got Adam. Might see Adam a little bit tonight. Let's see what else we got in here.
Hey, Miss Donnie.
All right. Guess I'm gonna try. And it's only been 2 minutes. I said I was gonna wait a couple minutes to make sure everybody is okay. Here, let me make sure everybody.
Nope.
See who's all right.
Nope.
I'll find out who's all ready. And well, some of these people have used StreamYard before, which is the program we're using. I've used StreamYard, but I've never actually hosted with StreamYard. So this is going to be a first for StreamYard hosting for me. And some of these people haven't used, these YouTubers haven't used StreamYard, so hopefully they'll be able to figure it out. So looks like we got
3 so far.
3 people ready and a cat jumping around.
Naked cat. Half naked cat.
Little Bella.
Poor Bella and her stress.
Okay.
Stress alopecia.
All right, I'm gonna send a. All right, guys. Everybody that's gonna be popping in here as a guest. I'm gonna send a link out. You basically just click on the link, put your name in, put your information. Make sure you see yourself and hear yourself. Make sure you have your headset in. So if you have the speakers on, it will pick up background noise. So make sure you have this plugged up and ready to go. And your YouTube muted. Well, not muted if you have a headset in. All right, so I'm going to send out a link now. We'll see who comes in. Ready, guys? All right, I'm going to see how this works once I get somebody to pop in to this thing here.
Just give us a thumbs up when you're ready. Bella,
They
stop it.
obviously they gotta put their names in and stuff.
Yeah, I know.
You
That's why I said when they're ready.
don't knock over everything.
Bella.
We got cans of air. Oh, we lost the and sign.
Huh. At least that's all we lost this
We
time.
lost the and sign here. There you go. Adam is trying to come in here. I see. All right, he's looking good. Adam, when you're all set up and whatnot, give us a little thumbs up, and I'll see if I can add you into the stream here.
Well, that's kind of neat.
He's popping in and out.
I think it pops in and out because.
Oh, good evening, Jay. How are you doing, JP?
You have to, when you scroll over it, it says add to stream.
I was like, a lot of people are probably stuck at Walmart today. Oh, and Josh Harris Vlogs, he's coming in here. He's getting set up.
Adam, are you ready?
Adam, you ready?
Stop, you can't see.
I think he's ready. I'm gonna add. Oh, okay. Oh, all right, I'm trying to get a hang of this. I think I got this though. All right, we're gonna add in. We got Adam here.
Josh,
you guys
you ready?
probably already know Adam.
I can't see a thumbs
And
up
then
when you scroll over it.
I'm sorry. Josh is ready.
Josh is ready.
All right, you're coming in, bud. Good evening. How are you, Josh?
Hey guys.
There's two more underneath, babe.
Oh, okay. Wait, we got two more here. Oh,
Yay!
we got Katie. I can see Katie, and I can see Novataz. So I'll pop these in.
That statement stood out to me the most. You're absolutely right. You're now
I didn't switch one. That's weird.
How's it going?
been devastatingly unprepared and vulnerable.
I got a little background noise from somebody.
It's,
A little bit of feedback.
mine needs to be, I can't have background noise.
I got you.
Hold on. Is that better?
Somewhat. Is there a TV or something in the background?
Yeah, he just turned the sound off.
Okay.
Tell him
And
to
of
come
course,
sit
look.
next-
What?
I can hear you fine.
Tell him to come sit next to you and join you in your box.
Well, see, that's the problem. Let me see. Nope, that ain't gonna
Whoa.
work.
No.
I also misspelled four-leaf clover, and I don't know how to change it now.
Oh, I
Aw,
wish I could help you. I don't know exactly if you changed it or not.
it's a covert, huh?
Oh, good God. Okay, now we're good.
So how's everybody doing?
This is why I was asking,
We're
do you want me
cool.
to go in the other room? Okay. We're doing good.
Good, good.
Yeah.
Doing pretty good.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So, how's everybody coping so far? Anybody having any real big issues or little issues that you want to talk about?
Stop it.
Not just the issue with the paranormal, just not being able to see anybody.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
And I haven't been at work for 2 weeks because my husband had to have a test done, but it was negative. But because because somebody in your household has to be tested, you
Mhm.
aren't allowed to work until you get the results back.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping to go back this week.
So if I get tested, do you have to stay home?
If technically, yes, the quote right thing to do is to let your employer know, and they are supposed to tell you to stay home until you get the test results. It's one of those, it's how you feel about doing it.
Oh, wow.
We were lucky enough that we could deal with if I wasn't working and I didn't get paid, but then it turns out I think I did get a certain amount. I don't know how to, like, they were paying for us to be on leave anyway, so it was like a percentage of what we make.
Yeah, a lot of companies
So-
doing
It's
that.
definitely really confusing times for a lot of people too. I know.
Yeah.
So Katie, JP says that you can leave the stream and then rejoin it to fix your name that
Yeah,
you
you can
want.
do that.
Okay, let me do that real quick.
That's fine. We'll let you back in. Don't worry.
I'll make sure he does.
Right. And why is JP not here anyway?
Maybe he's watching our social experiment.
Right.
He's here chatting though, so.
All right, give me a second.
So while we're waiting for Katie to come back, why don't we like go around and just give a shout out to our YouTube channels and all that? Tell
All right.
who you are.
Also, if you want to stop it from doing this whole like resizing thing, there's I think it's the second or third screen at the bottom over. We'll actually just put everybody in a nice individual box instead of changing the perspective every time somebody joins or leaves.
Let me try clicking on one of these.
Katie's back.
She's back on.
And
There you go.
Okay.
okay, so say I'm only back as long as you let me in. And somebody tell JP thank you very much.
You just did.
Where is he?
You can see
He's
him in
in the chat.
The YouTube chat.
Okay, I am trying to get to that on my laptop, and I'm not having a lot of.
Just make sure you mute the
luck.
video before you.
Yeah. Yeah, I will.
I do everything on my laptop. I mean, on my my computer. I'll have my StreamYard set up, and then I'll use a pop-out chat for the off of YouTube.
Oh,
The
okay.
same way I do my live streams on Sundays.
Yeah, my problem with that is that I don't think I have a set of earphones that I could use with my laptop. So I'm holding my phone, and I will. Yeah.
Working.
Katie, I'm using my my phone headphones, and it's just plugged into a jack that's plugged into Jake's
Same here.
computer.
Regular set of headphones from a phone plugged into my computer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that means I have to find the jack input on my computer.
I think you're good with what you got.
Actually,
I have the chat on my laptop. I'm talking on my cell phone, and I just have my computer muted out, and that's working out great for me.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing too.
All right, what was your question?
Okay, yeah. So let's go around and everybody tell who you are, your YouTube channel, and what you do. And I guess we'll start with Adam. Since he is right next to us.
Okay. My channel is Adam Tereska, and I do basically, a variety of stuff. I do the explorations, car shows, stuff like that. Whatever I feel like doing at the time. Pretty much I'm learning how to do editing so I can get some of the stuff I did on my camcorder up. So I'll have more videos coming up once I get that taken care of. Pretty much everything I have done so far I've been doing with my cell phone.
You've been doing good. What about you, Josh?
My name is Josh. What are we doing? I'm sorry. I'm sitting here editing
that's
Marlo's
cool.
video. Sorry.
We're basically, what are you saying?
Who you are, what your YouTube channel is, and what you do on your channel.
My channel is Josh Harris Vlogs. It's a family vlog pretty much. Cool. Even though it's mainly me, but the family, especially since I'm stuck at home, the family is a big part of it now.
I see them sometimes.
Yeah, I think they're a big part of it today's video for sure. But yeah, we do a lot of, right now it's mostly stay at home, stay sane videos. Do a lot of, every summer we have a whole section called Explore More, where we do a lot of hiking and just like checking out stuff around the local area. Yeah, it's just it was a couple of days a week vlog, but now it's like a daily vlog, and do product reviews also on Wednesdays.
And I just wanted to interrupt you for a second. That music video that you put out a couple of days ago, you want to tell them about that one? That's great.
Oh, I did a parody of "Wake Me Up When September Ends," but it's "Wake Me Up When Corona's Gone." Yeah, that was a ton of fun. I love doing that.
I might played it a couple of times now.
I might start doing a weekly parody because I really enjoyed doing that. So I might try to make that something. Depending on how long I'm stuck at home, I might do a weekly thing on something like that.
Well, at least you guys, when you are stuck at home, you have something to do here with YouTube and whatnot. It's got to be helpful.
Oh yeah, big time.
It's definitely
Stop.
a fun hobby. Katie, did you want to talk about your channel now?
Yeah, I haven't really posted anything for quite a while though. I do mostly vultures. I feed vultures that live close to our apartment complex and do a lot of education about them, talking about them, showing people that they are not going to attack anybody. They aren't going to try to lift up your pets and carry them away, anything like that. Small children are fine out in the courtyard because no vulture is going to pick them up and try to take them away either. But I also have a couple, like we do some thrifting. My husband and I do a ton of like Goodwill shopping and thrift shops, stuff like that. I did a couple like clearance hauls and just a couple of various things. I'm kind of getting my feet wet, trying to figure out what type of videos get the best views for me.
Could I interrupt you real quick?
Yeah.
I would definitely love to come and feed the vultures with you one time. I mean, I watched a couple of the vulture videos, and like you literally have like tons of vultures around you, and you're just feeding them meat, and they're just hanging out with you.
There's hundreds of them at any given time, and I would actually love to have somebody in there with me to hold the camera. My husband wants to do some photography, but he wants to be able to stand a little further away. But it's not like I'm hiking far into the woods. This is literally like 30 yards from the edge of the property of the apartment complex.
I got you. I know down at Congo Wingo Dam, they have a lot of vultures, but they also have a ton of eagles. They're always hanging out pretty much together too, which is kind of the only place you ever see that in the Maryland area, at least.
Right. Right.
All right, Nova, you want to talk about your channel some?
All right, I'm an automotive channel. I restore classic cars, different things like that. I also run a live stream, just basically a general hangout every Sunday night. Haven't produced much content as far as the car stuff recently, A, because of winter, and B, moving new computer setup and learning new programs and stuff. So trying to get back in the swing of things. And then, of course, our lovely virus friend hit just as I was getting ready to start back up. So
yeah, I would say, like, I didn't think I would start doing these live streams as much until this virus thing happened. I was trying to go out and do more stuff but now that I'm kind of like going to work as an essential, and then after that getting stuck inside, I feel like this is
much for content.
What was that?
I said it doesn't leave much for content.
Yeah,
it doesn't. You're
like,
just gonna change up your content.
Yeah, the content has to kind of change, and
well,
I know what you're saying.
For me, it doesn't help very much because I can't park a car in my house.
Yeah.
Sure you can.
This is actually mine behind me. It's a little bit big for my house. It's actually bigger than my living room. So.
Are you married?
What?
Are you married?
Me?
Yeah.
Girlfriend.
Well, I mean, you could probably get away with having a car in the house then.
Maybe.
When you get married, you can't
I
have
have
a car
actually,
in the house.
if you watch any of my older videos, I actually rebuilt the transmission for my Dodge truck on the kitchen table. I was doing it outside on the front patio, and then she's like, "Why are you doing it out there? There's a perfectly good table in here in the kitchen." Because I thought you'd yell at me.
Guess she didn't cook too much.
That's why Jake has a garage.
Well, my garage is actually, I'm not sure if you guys are all from Pennsylvania or not, but my garage is actually in Lehighton, and I'm in Coaldale, and it's like a half-hour away.
Ooh.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Jake's
could
got a
present a
garage
problem.
on the house property, so he can get on.
So how are people doing with, like, I noticed today with the stores or whatnot, a lot of people, Becky went to go get stuff for our tub, got a crack in it, so we had to
I
get
hate
some
going
fiberglass
outside now.
stuff and she had to wait in line to go in Home Depot. They said it only take 40 people at a time.
Oh,
And
wow.
I believe they're doing the same thing at the Walmarts. And there's 2 Walmarts in Hanover. So
Wegmans in Hunt Valley is doing the same thing, at least at times when inside the store it starts to get very crowded. They're kind of like monitoring how many people go in. Every store I've been in so far has the 6-foot marks taped off on the floor.
Mhm.
They've put up like the plexiglass shield in between the cashier and the customers.
Yeah, I've seen some of that. I have mixed emotions with all of that. For one point, you know, I mean, I understand everybody needs to be safe, and I understand that, you know, whatever. But there's some common sense that has decided to go on out the window with this illness compared to some of the other illnesses we've dealt with in the past.
Agreed.
I think it's a little bit. And I don't want to be insensitive to anyone, but I think it's a little bit jump scarish, or, you know, like spooking the flock kind of thing. Because I mean, like I said, I understand that the people are dying, but the people that are dying are ones that would die from other illnesses as well, and it is sad. And I don't, you know, it's just my point of view.
I
I'm
know
going to call you on that one because there have been an awful lot of people who, you know, 20 and 30-year-olds. There's been a 5 or a 6-year-old who has died. There have
was
been
a
a lot of people who
6-week-old
wouldn't have
up north.
expected.
Well, I mean, and the thing is, you know, everybody has their own opinions, and you know, there's people that die from the flu that are young, and you know, it's. I think that if people used common sense, you know, which I think that a lot of this, we wouldn't need people locked out of being able to go outside their homes, if people would use common sense. I work in healthcare, so outside
Definitely a lot of uncharted waters. It seems like people don't know exactly what to go by and what to exactly believe.
Right.
My main thing with the lines and whatnot, like I was thinking about it, I'm like, it's like me, I go to the store, I know what I want, I go in and get it, which that's what I expect to do right now, because I don't want to be in the store just looking around, browsing and stuff, because I know that's not a safe thing. But if I need to get a certain thing, I know what I want to go in and get it. But
And
now,
I feel like,
I'd be standing in like a line with, well, 6 feet apart from people, but the whole parking lot's full of people waiting. Like people like me could just go in and get what I need real quick. Instead, now I'm standing there for 30, 40, 50 minutes. Other people are walking by me and I can't get in the store. So it all depends on, like, I understand the main fact is they do the line thing. It will discourage you from going to the store, which is, I think, what they're trying to get across to people.
I think it would be safer if they would just open up more registers that would get people in and out quicker, instead of making them stand in the line where they're basically right next to each other.
I'd rather use self-checkout right now anyway.
Well, I mean, that's still actually not even any better, because you have all the people touching the screen and everything else, unless they're wiping down the screen in between every user, which they're not. It's not any better. I mean, the thing is you're not going to protect yourself any more than doing the same protections and precautions you would for not getting the flu. You know, keep your hands clean, keep your fans and well, fans and feet, but keep things away from your face. You know, you're not going to stop yourself from getting this illness any more than you would stop yourself from getting the flu. The only thing that stands between you and the flu is, yeah, there's a you know, you have the shot, but if you didn't have the shot, which not everybody gets the shot either, it's the same precautions as you would for not getting the flu. You know, it's still a respiratory illness, and you know, I think that what they're trying to have us do is overkill.
Right.
I know I've seen a couple of stores too, that like smaller stores, like mom and pop stores, where they'll have it set up where you have an appointment. You call them up, you're like, hey, I want to come in and get this. And they're like, all right, we'll open this. What time you want to come? And then they'll open the doors for you, let you come in and get what you want. So you're not standing in a line, or you're not having issues with other people. You just go in and get exactly, which I understand, like big box stores like Walmart and stuff, they're not going to be able to set an appointment up for you.
Well, they have the order online pickup at the, you know, they basically have that. They've had it since before this whole thing ended up. You order online, you go there, they've already got it. They send somebody out into the store to hand pick what you want, and they have it waiting for you when you get there. they've had that. We use that in the group homes all the time to save us supervisors, to save us time because we have to shop for somebody else's home, and so while we'll sit at the whatever, pick up what we want, go up to the Walmart, pay for it, and go. That saves us time to be able to do other supervisor stuff instead of going grocery shopping.
I like that. But one thing I did hear too is like some of the stores at this time, since they're doing what they're doing, they don't have enough staff, so now they're not even doing that. Which I understand where you're coming from, but now it's like, well, now you're not giving the people even that choice. So like, then again, it's like I don't know what exactly they're supposed to do about it.
I don't know.
Most of the shopping services are done through Instacart. It's not actual store employees who are doing it. And a lot of the stuff that I've been reading is that there's no limit on the number of them that are in the store, and they are actually causing problems for other customers because they're, gathering around and just kind of standing in the way. They're obviously touching everything because they're inspecting stuff before they buy it. And one of the things that, again, that I've been reading is if you're not going to buy it, don't touch it. Don't pick it up. Don't be, rubbing your hands across everything, that kind of stuff. So it's kind of like, where do you draw the line? How many of them do you want to have in there versus, a lot of people are too afraid to go to the store and they are willing to pay the premium for the delivery services.
Now you've done Instacart.
I've done Instacart.
But you've always had that issue where sometimes they'll order something, but they won't have it in the store.
Yeah, especially if you go to the
issue.
Aldi. If you go to the Aldi near us, people order it. I go to look for it. It's not there. Oh, we sold out this morning. And I'm like,
that would make you spend more time in the store because you're looking there for it for the customer. But
I have not done it since Corona hit, simply because I'm not wanting to deal with it.
Walmart does things. They have an inventory tracking system, so they know how much is in their store, and they know how many of each item is in their store. So and Walmart doesn't do theirs through that. They actually have Walmart employees that go and pick the stuff.
I think Instacart has a kind of like their own flaw, which they hopefully will fix one day.
Instacart
it's just like Grubhub. It's just a regular person that goes in to go get the stuff. They don't have an inventory.
Source. Yeah.
Well, like with Instacart, they just changed how and what they actually pay the workers that go out and do that. I actually haven't done it since that point, just because they dropped off a couple of different things, and we're getting paid less now. So, I mean, you could be in there shopping for an hour, deliver it 10, 20 miles out, and only wind up with $10.
Yeah, that's not worth it.
And it's not.
Well, one of the guys that I talked to today said that people have been tipping much better right now, probably over and above the built-in tip that I thought they did. I thought that Instacart had a tip built in, but he said they're getting
tip.
So he said that people are tipping a lot more than that right now, which is good, but it won't last.
I'd say about 65 to 70% of people already tip over the built-in tip. But I mean, like I said, Instacart only pays so much, and so many miles, and whatever. And I'm like,
we're also just getting into this whole, because this quarantine, it can last 2, 3, 4 months. Because I mean, if you look at China, they echo dismiss. You look at that, they're actually upswinging again because of all the people coming back into the country, reinfecting the people that were there. But it's not even just us here at this level. What about all the businesses that aren't going to make it out the other end of this? I've already been in the automotive industry. I've already seen a few prominent aftermarket companies already fold, close their doors for good because there's nobody buying product, and if there's nobody buying product, the overhead is going to get more than what they can, So I'd be more afraid of how this is going to affect the economy than necessarily how it's going to affect people as a whole, because I feel from looking at the numbers and all that people as a whole, even if they get infected, most of them are going to be okay. What's not going to survive is infrastructure and business because of all the scare that's going on.
Which could cause more deaths.
It's going to cause a lot of
long
poverty.
run. Yeah, that too.
We've got a friend up here.
It's going to cause a lot of price skyrockets after this is over, because there's not going to be a lot of product and there's going to be a lot of demand.
Right.
You're going to have a lot of businesses that fold, that literally something that you expect that was there before this is not going to be available after this because the company folded up.
Right. Yeah, we've got a friend up here who was somewhat of a local celebrity, and he owns a dress shop, and he is absolutely terrified that it's not going to bounce back. I mean, right now is prime time for like wedding dresses, prom dresses, all that good stuff. And
yeah, he just bought the company last year from somebody
else.
else.
Think about that. Yeah. He's not making sales. He still has overhead, not including just wanting sales to come back once he comes back. You still have overhead, and eventually your overhead is going to oversee the buffer zone you have.
Right.
You're just going to end up being in the negative, and you can't make product if you don't have money to buy materials.
Yes, Adam is definitely looking tired
and quiet.
I'm good.
Adam likes to watch. You like to watch. Like, you'll sit back, you'll watch the chats, and you'll just listen. It's just kind of neat watching you in your little box, just chilling.
Everybody with their little boxes.
Yeah, it is what it is. I also like making sure we don't have any trolls that need to be banned and all that good stuff too. So,
yeah, thank you for that.
He's our troll keeper.
No problem.
Yeah, moderators are good to have, and I have probably like 10 or 15 moderators for my live streams. But I mean, what was I gonna say?
This little thing?
No, yeah, on the big screen. I can't.
One of the trends that I was looking at before all of this hit was the online sales and brick and mortar stores closing up, going to warehouse stores where they only sell online. How much you want to bet this really shoves a lot of brick and mortar stores' hands to go online?
That's why Toys R Us is no longer there.
Well, Toys R Us had a few issues, not just the online sales. They couldn't compete price wise with toys with places like Walmart. So you're not going to go buy a Chutes and Ladders game for $5-7 more than you can get it at Walmart.
Yeah.
They also had a deal with Amazon, which they never thought was going to take off.
Yeah, they kind of screwed themselves on that one.
All right. Anybody want to talk about their own job situations? It's a touchy subject. I'll start. I'm still an essential worker at my dealership that I'm working as a technician. They did lay off 60% of the employees. Furlough. I'm sorry. But so I guess I don't know if I'm lucky or not lucky, depending on the situation, because who knows what cars I'm getting of people. There are a lot of gross people, gross cars, and you never know. And but they're doing a good job. Like at the dealership, we're wearing gloves, we're got plastic covers on the wheels, so using some spray and disinfectant when the car comes into the service lane. I mean, it still means, if I even have a glove on and touch one thing and then take that glove off and touch it with my hands, I can still get it on my hands. I understand all that.
Hey, Richard, you want to come in?
I guess it's the whole fact of people thinking it's going to help.
If you're ready, go ahead and give us a thumbs up.
You never know.
Richard.
Oh, it looks like we got Richard going to be hopping in here in a second. All right, let me get him in.
So, I've been out of work. I lost my job in the beginning of February.
Hi, Richard.
And
hi.
Was in the process of looking for a job, putting my resume out there, filling out application after application. And Now nothing.
Richard, I think you got to turn your sound down a little bit. I can hear it echoing.
I have my headset in. I don't know why it would echo.
Yeah, do you have the YouTube channel video up?
Oh, yeah, just
It's not playing on my phone or the TV.
Oh, okay.
Uh-oh, Richard froze.
let's see if we can. I don't think I can hear him now. I think he got rid of it. I think it's good now.
Yeah, I don't
you're
Hopefully
hear
it's good.
Yeah, you're good now.
But yeah, so I mean, and my line of work is in the school system, so definitely am not getting a job anytime soon.
Yeah, she
I
was
can
trying
tell
to
you,
find
Walmart is definitely hiring.
I unfortunately cannot be hired at Walmart until I fix whatever got messed up the last time I worked at Walmart.
Also,
Oh.
too, you gotta take it easy with your diabetes.
And that's the other thing. I'm considered high risk for the virus, so
Yeah.
So am I, because I am on blood thinners, and in my household, I have at least one other person who's high risk as well.
Yeah, you got to take the precautions you need to.
my son flat out told me that I couldn't come down for dinner one night before everything started getting shut down because I'm high risk. And his girlfriend's assistant at work had some symptoms of. So he's like, "You're not coming here. You stay there." I'm like, "But I haven't seen you in 2 months."
That's also the scary thing, is because some symptoms of are the same symptoms as a lot of cold viruses.
Or allergies.
Yeah. or
Well,
allergies.
and that's actually something we've been dealing with here, because I've been off work for the last 2 weeks because my husband had to be tested because he was having symptoms of a respiratory issue. And they did the test, but it took them literally 15 days for us to get
Wow.
the results.
That's actually
So I've been
that's
sitting at home while I could be at work helping out where it's desperately needed. But I should be able to get back Monday or Tuesday, hopefully.
Oh, I actually got lucky. Technically, I am an essential state employee. Well, not state employee anymore. I was essential state employee for 10 years, but I just I took a supervisor position at a group home and worked with some difficult individuals. And I happened to got put out on leave right before all this started because of an investigation, which I don't even know what it's about yet. But so they're obviously not doing any investigations during any of this. So I'm basically at home, paid leave until this is over. But my girlfriend, who does the same job, she's working 16-hour shifts, and she's a supervisor. We don't get paid. We don't get paid any more than we get paid salary. So basically we get paid for 40 hours worth of work. If you're doing 60, 70, 80 hours worth of work, you're still only getting paid for 40 hours worth of work.
Yeah, that's
Because
like me
of-
with being a flat rate tech.
Right.
I'm only making 4 to 6 hours a day compared to 8 to 15
Yeah,
hours a
you
day.
get paid,
Or
you
usually-
only get paid per job you get in. So if there's no job,
yeah, so not a lot of people are coming in, obviously. But yeah.
But yeah, so she's actually at work now. She went into work this morning at 7, and she won't get home until probably midnight. Because of the fact of all the scares, her employees or the employees for the company are calling out saying they can't come in.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can't get your employees in, you have to go in and cover it.
You're taking over a whole bunch of jobs.
Oh man,
So-
that sucks.
Yeah, I mean, she's still, like I said, we get paid 40 hours worth of work, and she's definitely putting in 60, 70-hour work weeks.
I'm doing 2 or 3 jobs at the same time, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody
So,
else want to talk about any jobs or whatnot?
I lost mine
Right
completely.
now, I'm clear to work.
Go ahead, Adam.
Oh, right now I'm
not
still
cleared to work
working.
right now. My doctor.
Go ahead, Adam.
Okay. Yeah. Well, right now with the issues I'm having with my neck, I'm not cleared to work. I got diagnosed with spinal stenosis. I got diagnosed also with chronic nerve compression, where at random I lose use of my one arm.
Cool.
So
You at least able to collect. I don't know if it's SSI or whatever it is. You at least able to collect something to subsidize that income you lost.
That's
Right now, I have to wait for testing to get done. And when I was supposed to have my last round of testing done, they screwed up all the scheduling on the appointments. And they said I have to wait for all this to get over and done with before they can reschedule my appointments.
Yeah.
And I need those results so that I can put my paperwork in to get the disability or SSI.
all right, Richard. How about you?
What about
Well, I'm still working right now. I'm working 12-hour shifts. My wife unfortunately got laid off because she's in the production part of what we do. I'm in the shipping and receiving. So basically what they're going to do is allow us to continue working until there's basically nothing left in the warehouse to ship out. So that could be anytime this week, or it could be in another week from that. So I'm sure that sometime at the end of April or before the end of April, I'm going to be out of a job as well. It's just a matter of time.
Yeah, and this is the same thing of what I was talking about earlier about, the repercussions of, everybody being jump scared over this illness is the impact it's going to have in the economy and then the infrastructure of the country itself and the world, actually.
All right, Josh, did you want to talk? There you go.
Yeah, I was going to say that. So 2 weeks ago, they laid off. I worked for a company called Consolidated Metco. We make, or I guess they make now, basically anything plastic on a semi truck. And when did you lose me?
No, you're good.
What are you doing? Stop.
When the first layoff happened, it was because all our customers were shutting down because they started getting cases inside their factories. And then I found out yesterday that they completely fired 108 people.
Wow.
Knocking our staff insanely in half. So I've got to go next week actually and collect all the stuff from my office.
Oh, man.
But we haven't had any cases where we're at, but all our customers are. So if our customers aren't open, we're not open pretty much. The only thing left open that's considered essential is aftermarket truck parts, but those are slowly starting to close on their own too.
All right.
I know some of my old youth group kids are now over the age of 21, which is fun for me. A couple of them work for Amazon down in Baltimore, and one of the Amazon warehouses had a case come up, and so Amazon decided that just that one warehouse, all employees had to stay home quarantine for 2 weeks, and the guys are like, well, are we getting paid because nothing happened to us, so why are we quarantined and not getting paid? So.
I'll probably get unemployment for that time being. I would think.
Yeah, the problem is, again, with that is just you got to look at the sheer amount of people that are claiming unemployment right now. I don't know if you guys remember way back in 2009, 2010, when we had that recession and all those people were unemployed. If you happen to have been one of those unlucky people that got unemployed, just trying to get through to unemployment to do the stuff you needed to do to get on unemployment was damn near impossible. It took me 2 weeks calling every day.
Yeah.
10, 15 times a day to get through.
I just saw a CNN article about a woman who sat on hold for 8 hours and 48 minutes because your phone has the timer on it. Before she got to speak to anybody, who at that point told her that they needed 2 pieces of documentation. She was able to literally send it during the phone call, but she still doesn't know whether or not she's going to qualify for unemployment benefits. And on our Nextdoor app, there's just tons of people talking about, they can't get through.
All right.
So
I was able to get approved pretty quickly. It was the first week it approved. The website is super slow, and they shut it down from I think 11 to 3 or 12 to 3 every day here in North Carolina. But it took me 3 days to file the weekly claim. It took me 3 days to finally get it to go through this week. So I started Monday at 8 a.m. and I finally got it to complete, not time out and go through all the way 6 o'clock on Wednesday.
Just imagine
they're not equipped to handle the amount of people. I think it's 10 million people are unemployed right now because of all this stuff going on.
pretty sure that Pennsylvania alone already has over 1 million.
Well, the number is constantly
really?
growing too.
Yeah.
Which is
Mhm.
also
I think
an
that's
issue.
what I saw. I was thankful enough to have it done, almost 2 weeks before everything started happening, maybe 3 weeks before everything started happening. So I was glad to have it in place.
Yeah, but
So-
like Josh said, you still have to call in your weeklies. You still have
That
I
to
do
was
get
it-
forever.
I do it on, I don't call, I do it on the
on the
app.
computer. He said he was doing it on the computer. It took him 3 days to get it through on the computer.
But they're two different
Wow, that's weird.
states.
Yeah.
They're two different
Yeah,
states.
it's
That
good
may
that.
be what the
Oh.
deal is.
Too. But yeah, I mean, can you imagine if you're in New York and trying to file for unemployment?
That's
Yeah.
ridiculous. I can't even.
I mean,
glad I'm not in New
Pennsylvania's,
York.
Pennsylvania's a big state. It's nowhere near as populated as New York, and North Carolina's, nowhere near as populated as Pennsylvania. So, you got to think about that. If we're having trouble in our smaller states, can you imagine what somebody like, like Texas or New York or California,
Yeah.
the
Highly
they are
populated
trying to-
areas too.
Yeah, even Ohio's had trouble.
Yeah.
So I've got a buddy down in Texas. He's in the Panhandle near Oklahoma.
Mhm.
He owns a 750-acre ranch, and when they started locking everybody down, his entire family came to stay at the ranch. And I'm like, how many people you got out there? He's like, yeah, close to 30. And I'm like, are you kidding me? And then he's like talking about how a friend of his from up in York is talking about going and flying down for a couple of weeks. And I'm like, doesn't that defeat the purpose
because-
of stay at home?
Well, no, the whole thing about it is that way you're not exposing yourself to multiple people. If you're at home with 30 people and them 30 people aren't really going out, you're not going to be around anybody new that might have the illness. So, I mean, at that point, you're social distancing from people that you may come in contact with that you aren't normally in contact with. So, I mean, 30 people and especially a big ranch, you might be fine because you're not going anywhere.
As
one of the
long as
concerns
they
that I
don't
was-
go anywhere.
What?
As long as they don't go anywhere.
Well, I mean, even
I
if they
think
do,
some of
it's
the
not sending
younger
all
ones
30
have been
people out
going
there.
shopping.
Right. And anytime somebody leaves, if they have not been 100% with the social distancing, and even when you do, it's still not 100%.
That's the
So-
risk you take anywhere you go. I mean, honestly.
I understand. I'm just, again, it's one of those gray areas. It's hard to say because I understand the reasoning behind social distancing, but
Yeah.
I'm also going to admit to being one of those people who has a very hard time with it. I miss human contact terribly. I don't like being confined inside the home all the time.
I haven't seen my kids since all this started because my exes jumped on that social distancing. Even though I have a custody order, they jumped
That's
on
another
that.
issue.
Yep, they jumped on that. Oh my God, there's a whatever. You're not getting your son.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
separate
haven't
parents
seen
are
my
having
son in
big
3
issues,
months.
I've heard.
Huh?
I haven't seen my son in 3 months.
My
But-
one son I haven't seen since August, but that's a different issue.
Oh,
That one I was actually in the middle of doing a contempt court case with when the other one decided to pull her shenanigans.
oh wow.
So
Hey, Richard, since you
Yeah.
came in late, when we first started, we talked to let everybody know what channels,
can
what they all did on their channels. So I wanted to give you a second to tell everybody what your channel's all about.
Okay, well, my channel is Richard Dremden Wolf. I deal mostly with dead, dying, and abandoned retail, but I throw in a mix of a little bit of other abandoned structures here and there, some local events.
I think I've seen you in a few of. Have I seen you in a few of Jake's videos?
I was probably at Gettysburg with him,
And
and
Knobles.
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 Yeah.
I thought
Knobles.
I've seen you before.
Yep. Were you there at Centralia, or not Centralia, but Elvira?
Because
Yes.
Centralia's right up
Yeah.
by me.
Elvira. Uh-oh.
What?
Yeah,
I
I'm in
meant
there.
the schedule scan starting. No.
I
I'm
did not
at-
just stopping.
There
There
it
it goes.
I'm actually up by Centralia.
Totally want to go to Centralia again. I'm like all for
I actually took
another round.
my old
Yeah, I have
truck,
yet to get there. I want to get there sometime.
I put up a video today from the abandoned
Poop plant.
No, it's not a poop plant. It's a water treatment plant for the mines when the mine runoff.
You guys should have gone up there a few years ago, because before everybody like decided to go there, it was actually pretty nice. You could actually see the highway still at one point.
Yeah, right now it's covered in mud, but yeah, I went a couple of years ago, and then first thing we saw this time that we never seen before was we actually saw steam coming out of the ground off of what was the name of that road? Big Run Road. Big Mine Run Road. There's up on the mountainside.
Big Mine Run Road.
Adam was there.
It all depends on what vein it's following that it's burning, because I mean, the stuff underneath the road that we were on, a lot of that is already burned and moved on, but it may backtrace through another vein back out underneath because it won't stop burning until it runs out of coal to burn.
Just clicking back in.
Sorry about that. I had a technical issue with my something on my screen.
No, it's cool. It's cool. We just saw you disappeared. I was worried for a second there for it.
Hey guys, I'm going to actually pull my stream out because I'm going to let my husband actually watch some videos and listen to sound.
Aww.
So I'm going to be in the comments. I'm still going to be on. Don't worry. But you just won't be looking at my ridiculous.
Gotcha. Well, we're glad you could.
Need to get him
glad you could stop by.
I'm hoping to get out soon and get another couple videos up. But, somebody said the other day, what's the first thing you're going to do once, you're allowed to go out and everything starts opening up? And I said, basically, I want to do either like a thrift store or an antique mall. I don't want to see another grocery store for another year or two at least.
Katie, I'm totally going with you.
Sounds good to me.
Listen here,
I would love it.
Antique stores.
Antique and
I'll take Becky thrifting, and I'll let Jacob help me feed the vultures. How's that sound?
I miss Downingtown Farmers.
Sound good.
And Zerns.
Bye, Katie.
All right, Katie.
I'll see you later.
Take it easy. And see you in another video.
We'll see you.
Bye.
That is a really good question. I mean, for you guys and for those watching in the comments, what is the first thing that you're going to do when this is over? Let's start with Adam, the quiet one.
He's gonna go play hopscotch. I'm gonna go to the playground and play on a swing with a whole bunch of kids. It's like,
I'm gonna go cruising around my favorite junkyards.
There you go.
See what I can find for parts of my Thunderbird project.
That's cool.
Do you have your Thunderbird project on your channel, or?
No, I don't. With everything I have going on right now, like with my neck and whatnot, I haven't had a chance to really do a lot of work on the car for a while. I might put some stuff up once I start getting back into working on it on a regular basis.
Yeah.
But we'll take it from there once we get to that point. I'm also got some stuff with my dad's '64 Harley Davidson. I gotta get a video put up on that one. We have it all; it's all torn apart right now, and he just got all the tins back from getting painted, back in the original colors from '64. So we'll get a video up of that torn apart, and then after we get it put together, get that do some video work on that with that, and take it from there.
That sounds awesome.
Since we saw steam down on Big Mine Run Road down in Centralia, one of the things I like to do is check out the gas pipe or the vent pipe that they have over by the subsidence spot where Todd Domboski fell through his grandmother's backyard. I want to see if there's any steam coming out of there. That'd be interesting to see.
That's
definitely want to go up higher up on that mountain that we were at too.
Yeah, and I know I definitely want to see that spot too, Adam.
Absolutely. It's really easy to get to. I mean, when we were getting ready to go over to the Graffiti Highway, we were only 75 feet away from it.
Oh, wow. Shoot.
I need to see the time capsule. I haven't seen that in person.
Yeah, they actually took the time capsule and took it out to Wilburton to open up because somebody tried to break into it and steal it, and they damaged it. So there was a lot of water damage to the contents. So they took that in 2014 and opened it up.
That sucks.
I got you. So I didn't miss
Yeah.
it, right? I mean, well, I missed it.
Yeah,
but
you didn't miss it. But we do have that percentage of people who absolutely suck. And
I ran into a percentage of those people today.
Just like the people that started a fire on Centralia on Graffiti Highway like a week ago, and had the fire department come out, and
They were
Now they-
blocking the fire.
yeah, then they
department
confronted
from
them.
getting the fire.
yeah, and I heard that the state troopers
they were
are out there now
trying to keep
because
them from putting
hundreds of
fire out.
people being
Idiot.
there. Craziness.
Yeah, that,
Oh, that's cool.
as soon as
Jill.
I heard about that, that just pissed me off.
Yeah.
You and me both. But plus, I think my biggest issue
Plus
was
all the spray cans they left behind.
all that
Like, why
trash.
can't they
That
just
was
take this?
pissing me off.
That's why I said you guys, it was much nicer a couple years ago before it got out about it. That's like the rock in Hamburg. There was a rock formation in Hamburg that all the local kids used to play there and go swimming. And as word got out to like New York and New Jersey, people started coming to Hamburg to come as an attraction, and people started getting hurt, so they closed it down. Because again, the local kids knew how to respect it and treat it, but you get outsiders that come in and they don't respect it like the local people do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And people flocking in with like 100 people too. It doesn't
it's
help
like,
either at the same time.
That's like Harrington
It's
and
whole
Hell
groups of
House.
people, and they don't really know who all they're bringing with them. I mean, it'd be one thing you have a nice, neat group that respects stuff.
I haven't been up there since the new guy acquired it, the Graffiti Highway. The last time I was up there was when you weren't supposed to be up there. Literally took I have a Dodge Ram pickup truck. Literally just drove right over top of the. They had like 4 or 5 foot high dirt mounds on both ends of it at that time. I don't know what they have now.
I tried to tell Jake that his little Buick would make it over
The
that.
Regal ain't going over that.
Oh. Like I said, I had a 4-wheel drive Ram, so it went right up and over it, no problem.
I've had my Explorer on the Graffiti Highway before a couple times.
Was it that they still have the big dirt mounds at both ends, or was that after?
They're there.
When I went on there, the dirt mounds were on both ends, but there was somebody they had put a along the side there. There was somebody made a driveway put up in there that you can just drive right in.
Yeah, no,
They put a dirt mound over that, but that's getting worn down too.
Right. When I went there, the dirt mound was taller than I was tall.
Oh wow!
And I'm 5'9", so it was like over 6 foot tall.
It's like when we went there, Becky got to drive somebody's side by side on the.
It was awesome.
30 grand side by side. She was like, "Can I drive that?"
I just walked up. I was like, "Can I drive it?" She's like, "Yeah, sure."
I seen some of the footage you guys had from down there, and I mean, like I said, when I was there, there was some graffiti on the Graffiti Highway, but like you could still see the median. When I saw pictures of what you guys took, I mean, they painted the grass, the trees, like any available surface. I mean, it's like
everything.
It seems like it's lost some of the
Silent Hill kind of ordeal.
It lost some of the mystique that it had. Because it used to be a place, again, you weren't supposed to go there.
Yeah.
If a cop caught you there, you were in trouble.
Yeah.
Now you go, there's hundreds of people there.
Yeah, it's lost its charm. But it's still a cool place to go to.
I think for me, it still has its charm because it's something that's still new. I've only been there 3 times, and every time I've been up there, I've seen something different.
Well, yeah, it's because it's ever changing.
I mean, just anything. Like, I didn't know about the poop plant.
It's not a poop plant.
It's a poop plant
It's
in
not.
my eyes.
If you go just into,
I thought it was a poop plant.
and onto on the left hand side, it looks like a giant forest, but that was all a town. I mean, if you go up in there,
there's sidewalks, alleyways.
You can still see the sidewalks in the middle of the forest.
Yes, you can.
Some people's stoops are
That is
still
true.
there.
Yes. I actually know where the municipal park was.
Yeah.
And the remnants of the swing sets are still standing.
Oh, wow.
I took the truck up back and through there, but it would have been better to do it with a side-by-side or an ATV because the truck was just too big. Trees are too close together up there.
seriously, Katie, you need to bring me some.
What did she say?
No,
Hubby made homemade horchata and they added rum chata to it. Oh, rum chata. Isn't that what you were drinking to keep up with the youngins at the wedding in January?
I don't remember.
good job keeping up.
He comes in, he says, I found a cup and I just kept putting rum chata in it.
Speaking of alcohol, there is like a couple. There's a lot of breweries near us. We got like 5 or 6 within walking distance of our
Go
house.
get me a drink.
And the Hanover Distillery, actually, since they're not really doing much, they're making hand sanitizer. And one of our buddies, Joseph, he's been working there and basically getting out to the local police departments, the fire departments, and then they're selling them at the local mom and pop shops. So, and some of the money, this is buy one, get one for a friend. So they give out 2. So you give, as long as you're willing to give one to somebody, they give you an extra bottle. But I don't know, you guys have any places around your area that are doing things to help the community at this time?
I have no idea.
We've got one called High Country that's doing it. It's like their first run. We've got one called High Country distillery out in Maggie Valley that's doing the same thing. That they've basically shut down their whole operation. That's all they're doing right now, and they're giving it away, the majority of it, and then selling. Like they're giving to like paramedics and cops and first responders, stuff like that, and then selling it, the rest of it.
Oh, I don't know of anybody local, but have any of you guys heard of Demolition Ranch?
I think
No.
No.
He has like several channels. He has Demolition Ranch. He has Off the Ranch, and he also has a vet channel because he's technically a vet. But he is his merchandise company is customizing and embroidering scrubs for hospitals and other healthcare facilities at cost.
Yeah.
So, you know,
That's very cool.
that way they can have extra uniforms and stuff like that. So he's selling them at cost.
Yeah, I know also too, we have a restaurant called Bourbon. And like a week or 2 ago, they gave anybody that would come in, they'd give you a free steak salad. No questions asked. You come in and get one, they just give it to you. This week on Sunday, a company was nice enough to give them, I don't know how many.
It was a $300 donation.
No, it was a couple
And he
thousand
went out-
pounds of
He went out
pig
and bought 700 pounds of pork.
Yeah, so everybody that wants 2 pounds of pork can go up there tomorrow at 1 p.m. to get it. So we probably gotta get
Well,
some
that's
lunch
really cool.
there. Yeah, but they're like everybody, like a lot of the local places are giving away things just because they're trying to help out each other. And there's one mom and pop shop will be helping another mom and pop shop. You know, like somebody can't do deliveries in, they'll be like, hey, we're good free delivery. We just sell our stuff together. So, but I have been seeing a lot of like, I mean, they're already community-based places, but they're showing more of their community now more than ever.
Yeah.
That doesn't kill the virus. I don't know what will.
Boilo.
So
You got to get yourself some Boilo.
it's Maryland Shine.
See, I used to be able to go down and go get the real stuff. I used to be able to go down to North Carolina and go get the real stuff, but no, I can't do that right now.
Well,
I'm fresh out.
we've got a what the heck's it called? A distillery called Hazards, about an hour and a half from us, that has the best moonshine that I've ever had in my life.
We go to the Hanover markets, and some days
If it is the best shine in your life, then it's probably. I mean, I've had the actual, like, you know, the up in the mountain shit.
Mm-hmm.
Stuff that makes
No
your
label.
hair stand on.
That stuff hurts. Yeah, I've got friends that live out
In
in
fact, I
the
don't
mountains
even
of West
have.
Virginia.
I don't know where my last bottle is. We moved and I can't find it now.
So Josh, what about you? What's the first thing that you're going to do?
Go to the ABC store.
I mean,
I don't
technically
know.
Maryland is still open right now, and somebody does
Ours
go
are-
past several.
Ours are still open, but man, the line, they're small here. So like I live in a really small town. So we've only got one in this town. It's tiny, and the lines are like around the building every day. So I stocked up a couple weeks ago, so I wouldn't have to go back. But
So what's
I think first thing I'll do what?
What's an ABC store?
It's the
like
liquor store.
alcohol.
Oh,
The liquor store, yeah.
I'm good for now.
Yeah, I've got old granddad, and I think I got a thing of Dewar's, and
I
there's
have-
a whole wall up
I
there.
have a whole refrigerator top full of different stuff because I don't drink that often. But yeah, that'll last me a while.
Well, I've got a podcast called The Whiskey Duo, and that's all we do is like sit here and drink. This is our studio. We just sit here and drink whiskey and talk. But
Well,
so
see,
we've got.
Awesome.
You
We
do
probably
the same
won't when we're
thing-
done, but
you
we've
do
got
the same
plenty.
thing I do every Sunday night. Every Sunday night, that's what we do. We drink whatever we've got, whether it's Pepsi or alcohol or water or whatever, and we just shoot the shit for 2 to 3 hours.
Yeah, that's pretty much what we do.
Jacob's been in
First,
Fun.
I think Jacob, you've been in a few of mine, haven't you?
Yeah, I've checked it out. I've been in a couple of them.
Really?
It's better when they got like before. I used to be on Greg's channel. Do you remember?
Yeah, I know, Greg.
And my live streams before I was on Greg's channel used to be so much bigger. I mean, I'd have 40, 50 people in my live stream at any given time.
Mhm.
And I should, honestly, looking back, I probably shouldn't have given that up, but I worked on getting it back up there. So it's just a matter of getting that momentum back again.
So Nova, what's your first thing?
Oh, that depends on if my vehicles were working. If my vehicles were working, it would be going for a drive, but they need work. So probably would be opening up the garage again.
There you go. How about you, Richard?
Well, first thing on my list would definitely be a road trip. I'm always one for travel. I like going places. I hate being cooped up in the house, especially just in my own local area, in my county. I'm always going places.
Yeah, come visit us. I got an extra bedroom you guys can borrow
Okay,
in Hanover. We got an arcade down the street too.
nice.
Yeah, it's a really nice arcade. I still haven't actually spent any time at it yet, but it's $10 an hour, or you pay $25 for the whole day. They allow you to bring your own food, bring your own beer.
Nice.
That's the other thing about it. In Hanover Borough, you can take a beer from one bar, go right outside, walk to another bar. You go down to Royal Farms, get a beer, walk out, stand on the corner and drink a beer. It doesn't matter. It's open carry anywhere. So alcohol.
I've really been itching to get my convertible out, but I can't really take it out and go anywhere with it, so it's not even really that fun to do.
I need a carburetor for this thing. It was either going to go with a carburetor, or they have those fuel injected throttle bodies that look like carburetors. I was thinking about getting one of those because I don't really want to lose the
Holley Pro injection system.
It's Holley EFI, yeah, the Sniper.
Hey.
It's like
I believe that's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like $1,400 for the Quadrajet look for the whole setup, which is pretty steep. But it's $500 and some to get my carburetor rebuilt, so I can save gas using the EFI. So
Yeah, definitely.
How much is a new car, like a new Holly or something?
oh, I can't use a new. This is a Trans Am. I can't throw a Holly on it.
Oh, okay, I see it now.
I can't throw a Holly on it. It's a shaker scoop. It literally has to be if it's anything other than the Quadrajet that normally comes on them, the shaker setup won't fit on top of the engine. And I'm not compromising with that. I am not going to be one of those people that literally just bolt the shaker to the underside of the hood, because to me that just kind of defeats the purpose.
Yeah, totally. What year is your Trans Am?
The 79.
That's nice.
So yeah, literally the carburetor
Can
for
you
that
buy
car,
a new Quadrajet?
For that car, for that engine.
Yeah, can you buy a Quadrajet? Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not. The thing is with Quadrajets are they're tuned specifically for the motor that they go on from the factory. So just because you have a Quadrajet doesn't mean that it's going to run right on another car that takes a Quadrajet. They have different casting numbers, and the jets and everything inside of them are different compared to what size engine they're going on. There's 10 different Quadrajets just for the Pontiac 400 for these Trans Ams from the 70 to 81.
Grief.
So yeah, you got to really look at what you got. And this one has a 76 Pontiac 400 in it.
Is
So
that
and
Kara?
Yeah.
Tell her I said hi.
Tell her to pop her head in.
Say hi. Wave.
Say hi, wave.
Hey, Adam, can you take
How
care
you
of those
been?
2 for me?
What's up?
Can you take care of those 2 for me?
Which ones are they?
The Oprah ones.
Obras.
You want me to get rid of? You want me to get rid of them?
Yep.
Okay, hang on a sec.
Thank you.
yeah, the more moderators you have, especially if you have regular people that are in your live stream all the time, the better off you'll be, because the more people that can catch it. So yeah, I would say anybody in your live stream all the time, or even if they're not in their live stream all the time, the people you trust, just make them moderators. That's what I do on my channel.
All right. Did anybody else have any questions they want to ask anybody, or? I'm trying to think of some more questions. I'm drawing blanks here.
I've got an interview deck.
Pod decks.
It's like random questions. I can ask one of those.
I gotta get me one of those.
Has
They're
anyone's
pretty
employer
cool.
been offering like different type of benefits if they get laid off? Like if, for example, my company said that if in the event that our department's going to get shut down, they're going to offer to pay us up to 2 weeks until we have to file for unemployment.
I have no
No,
idea.
they just let us go.
We don't have that with our company, mainly because we can't be laid off. But I do believe there's supposed to be some sort of bonuses for at least the supervisors that had to pick up a lot of we call them DSP hours, but direct care hours, like my girlfriend's doing right now. Most of her hours are not been admin or supervisor hours. They've been direct care hours, picking up the slack that, so for the supervisors that have been picking up a lot of direct care hours, they're supposed to be giving them a bonus. But we haven't heard anything more than just, talking about it.
Yeah, they also told us that in the event that if we do get restarted here sometime in May and any employee still contracts the virus, we would be given paid leave until we were able to return for that also.
I think that might actually be some kind.
I heard noise.
Oh, I think that may also be a government regulation to the companies, that they are required because of the pandemic to pay anybody to stay home if they have symptoms of the virus, that they're getting
Okay, that I wasn't sure about.
Not positive, but I do believe I've heard that running around.
Come here. Come here. Oh, it's a big fat lady. Oh.
As of right now, I know my wife's getting paid because she works for the school system. So as of right now, she's still getting paid at least, and she's at home with all the schools being closed. But again, that's one of those deals where it's subject to change without notice.
Yeah, like I said,
Yeah, our schools right now are closed until May 1st, but they're seriously considering just keeping them closed until the start of the following school year.
Yeah, I believe all the schools here are closed for the rest of the year.
Yeah, here too.
Yeah, I would say because by the time this all ends up, there's not going to be much of the school year left anyway. So,
right,
Yeah, like a month if they're lucky.
Right.
Where's
So,
everybody from?
I'm up
I'm from
Mountain
Northeast
Top.
Ohio.
Hanover,
Northeast
Pennsylvania.
Ohio. Okay.
We were from Baltimore area before we moved to Hanover.
I'm up in the Schuylkill Carbon County area of Pennsylvania. But I'm going to have to let you guys go. My girlfriend just got off work, so I'm going to go and go chit chat with her. So,
All right, Nova, take it easy, man, and you're always
man.
welcome to come back. So
right,
take it easy. Peace. All right, we all got bigger boxes now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yay.
But I still have to share my
Like the
box.
Brady Bunch.
Whoa. It kind of feels like you got bigger, too.
Oh, Josh is trying to poke Adam.
World. He's a
Is
Adam,
puppet.
it
you
like a
feel
puppet now?
Adam's a puppet. Oh, you
Do
got
you
to
feel the
wait.
tickle,
I'm
Adam?
gonna pet the kitty.
Dex actually came in and made an appearance, but left.
Did you want to, Josh? Did you want to try on one of them cards that you have?
Yeah, I can.
Let's see. Let's
I
see.
have a question for everybody. So
All right.
most of y'all
Shoot.
are up north, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where-
Here in Western North Carolina, like everyone is obsessed with Tiger King.
Oh,
Is that true for y'all?
I think it is, but I just stay more with YouTube. So, there's another cat in the street. I haven't watched any of it. I've just heard from memes and what other people have said about the show.
I'm gonna stick with
Yeah.
Grey's Anatomy and Lost.
Yeah, I mean, I do watch
Okay.
Netflix and all, but like, I'm more into like, I mean, I watch BoJack Horseman and like,
That's ending.
I'm more of
this
like
year,
a
by
dark
the way.
cartoon type of guy.
No more BoJack
I'm
Horseman.
not into the whole murder tigers and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Me and my wife watched it. It's crazy, but man, like people are obsessed with it here.
Yeah.
It's everywhere.
I do know that that county in Florida, wherever it is, the sheriff has reopened the investigation.
Yeah, I heard that. There's like six anonymous tips a day or something like that.
Richard, your cat looks so happy. He's like, can you just put me down now?
Lexi, come here. Come here. He's like, no.
I've only heard about it from Facebook jokes and whatnot, so I have absolutely no idea what it's about and really don't care.
The first thing
you're
I
not
saw was
missing anything.
memes. I saw memes was the first thing. I was like, why do they keep seeing this tiger and this dude with the mullet?
Who is this Carol chick?
These gay guys. Definitely crazy.
Yeah, I can't see any of the comments. I don't have my other computer up and running. I'm downstairs in the living room.
Aw.
It's cool. Does the audience have any questions? The
Katie
viewers?
said she's in Cockeysville.
Some real viewers. You guys got any questions?
No more BoJack Horseman.
BoJack's
I
funny.
hate BoJack Horseman.
What
sorry.
is BoJack
I-
Horseman?
It's a
That's a good
cartoon
question.
on Netflix.
It's a cartoon on Netflix of a horse that was it's kind of like a
Does the horse?
it's
the
a
horse
satire.
talks, right?
It's like a drama, but it really. I mean, I like it. I think it's cool. You might want to watch an episode too.
It
see what
kind of
you think.
reminds me of Trailer Park Boys, and that's
Oh,
another show
Trailer
I
Park
can't stand.
Boys is hilarious. I've seen every single episode of every movie that they've made so far. Cartoons weren't so good when they changed it to cartoon mode, but also they lost like two of the main characters. One guy, Jim Leahy, which is like this alcoholic guy that was running the trailer park. He passed away in real life. And then there was a couple other people on the show that passed away or got into complications where they couldn't be on the show no more. But they have famous people in there. It's a Canadian-based show. But like Snoop Dogg's been in it. A couple other celebrities have been in it, though.
Hey, JP, your fans are asking for you.
Did anybody ask any questions?
Just for JP to come on.
JP, you can come in if you want to come in. He's like,
We've
no.
got room.
He
So
ate
what
a
is
lot
this
of
cards,
tacos.
Josh?
He ate a lot of stuff from Taco Bell.
Yeah, I'm
so
betting his stomach's not feeling
he's
too
probably
good. That
just
was a lot of food.
Let's see. When you die, what do you want to be remembered for?
Ooh. Let's just go around in a circle then.
I hope my memory lives on with YouTube. Like people keep watching me long after I'm gone. That's one cool thing, I guess. I don't know. That's the only thing that came to my head right away.
I think I'd want to
Right,
be
yeah, me
remembered
too.
for being a good person, you know?
Yeah, I don't want to be seen as the asshole. Sorry, my language.
Oh, baby.
I just hope
I
I'm
just
not
hope that I'm
remembered
good.
for
People think of me as a
dying
good
on
person. That's
YouTube.
all.
Dying on YouTube.
I hope I'm not remembered for that.
Oh, okay.
Well, don't
Yeah.
do stupid things.
I want to. Yeah, you don't want to do that.
I've already got to deal with my wife that she'll edit the video and post it if something happens.
Oh man.
I have to get this picture. Oh, wait, I just stepped off the cliff.
That's selfie mode, though. So many people die from selfies, I've heard.
Oh man.
What about you, Richard?
Well, I'd like to say that it's other than just leaving my own personal trail of videos on YouTube, I'd like to think that I have been able to change someone's life for the better in some way, shape, or form. Maybe not through video form, because that's not really what I do, but just personal interactions with people that I've met throughout my life, that I've been able to somehow influence them to do better things, or that I've been able to change their life for the better somehow.
That's a good one, an influencer.
Well, I mean, hanging
YouTube
out with
kind of
this
is,
crew,
though.
hanging out with the crew, you know, Adam and JP and everybody has definitely pushed me to do
Yeah,
more.
Becky's pushing them out
heck,
now. I come home and she's like, "Hey, look, I'm doing another video." I'm like, "Oh my god, she's praying to me."
I'm up to 21 videos in 2
Yeah, YouTube has
Nice.
definitely pushed me to be more socially interactive with people, because I've spent most of my life just kind of living as a hermit, just going to work, coming home, and just doing my own thing. I didn't really go out there and do anything. And then it wasn't until after I met with Kara and we got married that decided that I wanted to expand my horizons a little bit. So started doing this YouTube with the inspiration with that Nate guy and Wally B26.
Yeah,
And of course, JP videos too. Meeting up with him was also a great inspiration.
all got great videos. Definitely do. I do like at your Kmart videos and Ames and all the other places. I hate to say it, but you might have a few more coming up here shortly. I mean,
Yeah, unfortunately, it's really
Yeah.
hurting these big box retailers like Macy's and Lord and Taylor. I know is hurting real bad too. Neiman Marcus.
but documenting it and everything is
Jake-
definitely cool.
Jake and I found an empty Kroger when we went to West Virginia in January. And he's sitting there going, "Can we get in?" Like, no. It's like, there's too many people here.
It's looking for an open door policy.
Yeah, that's how
It was locked up. They were in the middle of construction
Ain't breaking
too.
in. That's not us.
Only
No,
reason,
it's not mine either. It's not my way.
only yeah.
No
only reason
breaking
I
in,
knew it
no
was Kroger.
vandalizing, no taking. We just go check it out, document it.
Yeah, I wish I would have taken the opportunity to look at the inside of that Chi-Chi's that I saw last January, because a couple weeks after I filmed it, they demolished it.
No.
Mm,
Well, I mean, Jake was able to get that Pizza Hut down the street from us before they took the Pizza Hut roof
yeah, they
off.
took the roof off it. I guess to try to make it sell quicker.
It is
they
no
took that-
longer a.
So now it's just no tile at the top, but it's a regular roof now.
Yeah, I think that's part of the company policy too, is that when a Pizza Hut goes out of business, they have to remove all trademark or identifiable things to it, and that's including the roof.
Fellas,
Yeah.
stop it.
It's still got power every day. It's got the lights on, but it's empty in the inside. I mean, other than the cool old
Dude,
fireplace.
Make her stop.
It's pretty weird how I think about it now. Is like there's been quite a few places that I filmed over my YouTube career that it's not been long after that I filmed it that they decided that they're going to demolish it. It happened with the Napa Auto Parts. It happened with this flower shop, and it happened with the Chi-Chi's. So
It's like it's like I even went when I moved to one day
Kenny
after
just
church.
finished
One day
his.
I drove down this road, and there was an old farm, like 2 houses, a barn, a silo, and I was like, I gotta show Becky this. I'm gonna we can go
Definitely,
do a
Jill.
video here. They had a for sale sign, so we're like, there isn't a sign saying we can't trespass. Let's go check it out. Like we're gonna buy it. When I take Becky by it, both the houses are torn down, half the barn's demolished, and that was like.
It
3
was
days
within
later.
like 3 days.
And I'm like, come on.
But I
Where
mean-
this went?
The cool thing is,
The
I
silo's
had
still
already
there.
seen it.
The silo's there, but it's right next to the road, so they probably have to either keep it for the neighborhood they're going to build there, or they're just waiting to get the permits to shut down the road to demolish it, because it's sitting right next to the main road, so you can't really just knock it down like the barn and everything else.
Is there a ladder on that silo?
No, we're not climbing that one. We're not climbing that one, Becky. You stick to your water treatment tower.
Poop plant.
should have.
I wish I was able to fit through that. I would have liked to have climbed up there and seen the view from up there myself.
Oh, Adam, it was awesome.
Becky had spaghetti arms after that, though.
Oh, and
Definitely on the way
legs.
home. I think we were all tired and sore by
What?
the time we were going through them caves.
I started falling asleep all the way home, and he's just like,
Whoa. Uh-oh.
oh my goodness, John.
We
I
had to
sneezed
get that.
way too hard.
He sneezed
I
the
don't know how that
camera.
happened.
Whoa. Everything's
Sorry
okay
about that.
there. It's cool.
God bless
It was
you.
a small earthquake, apparently.
Bless you.
We would have worried if the camera stayed on the floor and we didn't hear you for like 2 or 3 minutes. So like, what happened to
Just see a twitching hand every now and then.
I've got my TV playing in the background. I got to watch it on replay.
Now I want to sneeze, but it's like way
You're
up in there.
welcome.
It's way
Bless you in
low.
advance.
So how about another card, Josh?
Hey, rail fan.
Let's see. What are you currently curious about?
Boys.
When we won't be locked down anymore.
Right?
That's
I'm
the
trying
main.
not to think about Corona.
Yeah. Whatever happened to the days where you could just drink a Corona? I mean,
I still drink Corona. Somebody's got to stop at
anybody
Piper's and
else
pick me
like
up some.
when this all started too? I started getting stressed out. Like, you ever go to a store and you're buying something you really don't want other people to see you're buying, and you go into the store and you're picking up toilet paper and you're like, who's gonna get ticked off at me? My mom called me the other day. Well, sent me a message where she went to the store and wanted paper towels, and she's 60, what, 65?
62?
Yeah,
60?
she was going to get paper towels, and they said 1 roll. So she pulled the old lady thing, like not knowing, kind of like, oh, let's go grab 2 rolls. Goes up to the counter. She's like, no, you can only have 1. And everybody in the line's looking at her like.
Yeah, and then she told us how
She
she
said
was
she
laying in bed
almost
cuddling
cried.
her paper
Yeah,
towels.
she was cuddling the paper towels when she got home too. She didn't ever think in her life she'd feel like so down by just trying to get paper product from the store. I feel terrible, you know what I mean? Like,
it's like when
what
this
could you
whole
do?
thing started and everybody started hoarding the teepee. We're like looking at our toilet paper supply in general, going, it's about time for us to like re-up.
We
our
usually get our toilet paper once a month, so we usually get like enough, but not like hoarding it, but we get definitely enough for a month,
Yeah, we just go to Sam's Club and we get their big industrial pack of it, and that's good for a couple months for us.
We get 5 packs of 4 from the Dollar Tree.
Yeah, we go to Dollar Tree half the time, but it works.
Now that I think about it, 5 packs of 4, that's 20 rolls of toilet paper for $5. It's still more than actually getting a big pack from Walmart or Sam's Club.
All right, well, we can change that. Maybe that was part of the whole ordeal that we needed to learn.
Maybe you need to pay for Sam's Club this time, though.
Man, I can't live without toilet paper.
It's Dollar Tree.
Everybody's going to start
paper.
installing bidets.
A friend of mine in California just did that. She says, "Okay, I'm sick of not being able to find toilet
Some
paper.
people
I
are
just
hungry
ordered
the
the
garden
bidet."
hoses probably to them.
We've got so with our kids we use cloth diapers. So we've got a diaper
Awesome.
sprayer attached to our toilet, but it's like a shower hose. And I kept teasing my wife, telling her, that's what we're going to use when we run out. I'm going to hook it underneath the toilet. You're going to get a flush of cold water up your butt, but you'll be fine.
So your shower stops working, just stand in the toilet and hold it over top of your head.
Yeah.
Right?
No, my cousin.
There's a shower in
Ice
most
water
bathrooms.
enema.
Why not just use the toilet in the shower? Yeah, ice water enema.
Toilet shower.
Katie ordered one.
A bidet?
Yeah. So my
Wow.
cousin has flat out said that he conserves toilet paper by taking a poo and jumping in the shower right after. He says, "What's the point? You're gonna wash your butt in the shower anyway." Makes sense.
Yep.
What,
Maybe that'll
Jake's
be one of
beard? Yeah.
one of the outcomes.
Where's Jake's
My
beard?
beard's
He
gone.
cut it off.
I was scratching the itch in my face too much, and I'm like,
You just got to
"Ugh."
push through that, man.
And what did I tell you to do? Like normal people, use a fork.
It's just being an
Just
essential.
scratch it with a fork. Right, Josh?
Did you use like beard oil or a beard balm or anything?
Sometimes, not often.
Ah.
But,
It makes all the difference, man. And
Uh,
regular bathing as well.
well, I shaved a day ago. I already got some. I got a 5 o'clock shadow already. So
Check out the
Beer will be
comment
back
from
here
Exploring
shortly.
Nomad, Jake.
no more man card for you. I need to pull out my ID just to get a thing of alcohol now.
I'm laying in bed and he comes
I don't
in.
have my facial ID anymore.
He looks like he's 12.
I went to work and people looked at me like,
Who
"Do
is
you work
this?
here?"
Are you
Yeah,
old
one guy,
enough
I
to
was
work
like-
here?
I was like, "Oh, well, I don't have to go back to school for the rest of the year, so I needed a job." But yeah,
Ugh.
crazy times, guys. I'm glad we all get to hang out though on here. I mean, the internet's a wonderful tool. I mean, just thinking we didn't have the internet right now. It's thinking we didn't have news or anything, and it's like we don't even know what the heck would be going on.
Yeah, right.
But then again, that might even lead to the fact is we might be seeing too much that we don't need to see. That's freaking us out more than we actually should be freaked out.
I'm not
I
gonna
agree with
lie.
that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Stuff like this is like really huge for me because I am in the house all day by myself. I don't really want to go out because, again, high risk and people scare the crap out of me. So
A lot of stupid people out there.
I see no people. I miss people. Yeah, stupid people. Like the last time that we went to Walmart and the little assholes were walking around licking their fingers and touching everything.
Let's see how many people get freaked out.
Right.
Jacob wouldn't let me cuss them out.
I don't. They need to find something better to do with their lives.
These are probably the kids
That's
that ate
the
the Tide
issue.
Pods, right?
My sister-in-law she was at the grocery store when like all the shutdowns first started happening, and some random guy like came up to her and just started coughing in her face.
Oh,
And like I don't know if she decked him or what, but like she's fine. This was like 2
More
weeks ago.
power
She's
to her.
fine,
She
but
did
like,
deck him.
oh man, I would have killed that guy.
These are two grown adults. I'm saying like mid 20s
Stop.
to early 30s.
Stop licking your hair off.
And I'm like, no. This is like the age of the people going out and licking the freaking ice cream last year.
Jeez.
Eating
People are
Tide Pods
disgusting.
and licking ice cream.
Yeah, they do
Have you
that
guys
now. They're going to
seen
get
the-
federally charged with terrorism.
Yeah,
Snorting the
that's-
condoms.
The times have changed.
I
They
think
better-
that
they
one
better-
was my
They
favorite.
better stop doing what they're doing.
Definitely think the snorting of the condoms was my favorite.
He said, Exploring Nova just said, I would instantly Falcon punch him.
I think a throat punch would be
Snorting condoms.
You didn't hear about that one a few years back, right around the Tide Pod era.
Like, who thinks of this?
They
These
were
are like,
snorting
No.
I mean,
up
one
their
thing I
nose
did
to
as
come
a
out
kid
their mouth.
was tobacco challenge, where Tabasco, where you.
Tobacco.
Yeah, I meant to say tobacco. But like, I had Tabasco bottle. Somebody would be like, "I'll give you $20 if you drink that." I'm like, "All right." Oh God, it's hot, but I mean, I'm not putting anybody else in danger other than my stomach.
That's a bit much to spray cashiers with Lysol.
Whoa. You could spray them in the face or like the whole body. Like,
Customers spraying cashiers.
I mean,
for no
Lysol
reason.
isn't really like. I mean, it's a good thing to clean stuff with, but it's not something you should be inhaling or breathing.
No.
Probably.
I mean,
would
if you put that
definitely
stuff on
refer to that
plastic,
to one
it
of
turns
those
plastic white. It's like I had a clock on the wall with one of the automatic sprayers with Lysol, and it all the plastic just kind of melted like to a white color. Like you couldn't even see the clock afterwards.
Jeez.
Kyle sent you a photo.
Ding. I'm not
Well,
looking at
thank you,
Facebook
Kyle.
photos at the moment.
I'm
Ding.
afraid of which Kyle.
I'm afraid the computer will freeze up.
Which Kyle is it?
I don't know. This is Kyle son of
Is it Kyle from Win Kelly? Because we haven't talked about him in a
Probably
while.
not.
Oh, it's so much fun to make fun of him.
It's Exploring Nomad because he says check your messages.
Oh,
It's that Kyle.
okay.
Kyle with the RV.
We have friends like that.
This kid was a trip. He's
Who?
Kyle from Win Kelly.
Uh,
Everybody made fun of him, and it got to the point where I just kind of jumped in with both feet, and he became Kyle the bitch.
Whoa. All right.
Bitch, you can say on TV. It's allowed.
I need some soda.
But then come to find out,
Ginger Sprite.
one of my youth group kids actually dated him
Oh,
for like a month.
the cat did not like me opening the bottle next to her.
You scared her?
We saw that ginger Sprite at the store. haven't tried it yet. How do you like it?
It's
Yeah, I like it.
amazing.
There's also, I don't know if you tried the other ginger ales. They have a
Ooh.
cranberry ginger ale from Canada Dry, and they have
Yeah, we've tried those.
black
And
cherry.
the blackberry.
Yeah,
Mhm.
blackberry, and
I need a peach.
I got a 2 liter of Canada
The
Dry
Bold.
Bold. which
Well-
was like straight up ginger. Like I don't know if you've eaten ginger before, but
That-
Never even seen that one.
That
yeah, it's like a
burned
gold.
my
It's in a
throat.
gold bottle. But I would,
Okay.
I mean, if you like ginger, I would try it.
Kyle,
But
got
I thought it
into
was a
you.
little too strong.
Kara does, so we'll have to look for that.
Yeah, I mean, it's good for my stomach. That's the main reason I get it. I
Oh,
get acid
Lordy.
reflux and stuff, so
Yeah, that's the main reason she gets it too.
I try to stay away from like Coca-Cola and other sodas. So I stick with things that are ginger based, pretty much, because I love soda.
It's just wrong.
Yeah, I've got the
But
A&W
let's see what Kyle sent you.
cream soda.
Cherokee
I'll
Red.
look in a second.
As far as soda goes, I love Cheerwine, and I know that's a North Carolina thing right there.
They have
I
it
hate
here in
that
Ohio.
stuff.
They've got it up here too.
Oh, okay.
Like
Here.
I walked into a store, I was like, "Holy crap, there's Cheerwine in here!"
Here's a cow, but
That's why
The
I'm
one thing I can't find in Ohio is birch beer.
Oh man, I love birch beer.
Ooh, birch beer's the stuff.
We need to ban guns and open our borders. Oh, for the love of God!
yeah, you guys, I don't know if you guys can see this.
That's great, Kyle.
Is it-
It says,
Oh man, why can't
It
I?
didn't help. A little closer. A little
"Stand up and do
closer.
it, Jacob."
A little more.
Can't
little more.
quite see it.
Now it's all It's all out of focus.
Read it, Jake.
Words of wisdom from an enlightened youth. We need to ban guns and open our borders.
While he's eating a Tide Pod and snorting a condom.
Wasn't the new challenge like the toilet bowl or the toilet seat lick or something
Oh
like
yeah,
that?
I don't know.
Gross!
I don't know what.
That's disgusting.
I wouldn't even touch
So, like,
everything.
here's the time when I see these, I hope they're just like fake things that they made on the internet. I don't know if they are or not, but I'm sure somebody's gonna try doing it anyways.
I remember Crystal Pepsi.
Crystal Pepsi.
I remember they had a wild berry or blueberry Pepsi at one point too.
I heard tell of a peach Mountain Dew.
Peach Mountain Dew?
Yes, I can't
Ew.
find it. Oh, I love peach. Jake hates it.
I think they
Which
have
one
it
was-
at the KFC down the street.
Oh, it's Fountain.
I think so.
Well, good thing KFC is still open.
Because when I got one of those chicken donuts, the donut chicken thing. It was pretty good, but I wouldn't get it every single day because it'd probably kill me.
I've seen Crystal Pepsi in stores within the last year or so. It was on like an end cap or a what is it? The little cardboard things where it's just that product, whatever the heck it's called.
That's since the 90s.
Yeah, I haven't seen
I-
it.
I
I
swear,
Seen it in
haven't
a
seen
while.
Crystal Pepsi in decades. I thought that was discontinued decades ago.
2 years ago, Danny found some in the
Maybe
store.
Amazon. Google search it. You know what I get a lot? I don't know if you guys have it around your area, but a lot of the stores around here have gas stations and dollar store. Surge.
Well, I mean,
Remember
that's
Surge in the 90s?
that's
Like,
bad.
I moved to PA and I saw Surge. I was like, they got Surge in cans for two for $2. I was like, all right, I'm getting these.
Oh my goodness!
I can't drink them all the time, but I definitely.
I'm
get
surprised
one
he
every once
doesn't
in a
have
while.
diabetes from the amount of surge he
I used to
drinks.
drink Surge all the time in high school. It was like my main soda back then.
Well, you can get it on eBay for $49.99.
What?
For one bottle?
Oh, here's one for $3.
For $1.
Oh, $3.
Here's a Crystal Pepsi original
What?
on eBay for $2,500.
They're not gonna see that. That's way too
You know that's
Jeez.
so flat.
gross.
Why would you drink it if you paid
The
$25? Hey!
cats are fighting. The heck was that all about?
Bella decided to be a little
Bella
dingleberry.
and who?
Come
Maleficent.
out.
They're
Come
fighting
here.
back there off camera.
And here comes Maleficent.
We got a cat fight going on.
It's three.
She's
three
standing there looking.
Three of our
little-
4 cats are going. Well, one's just kind of spectating.
Molly. One had to be all nosy and get all up in the middle of it.
All right, we
Come
got any
here,
more
boy.
questions? I don't think of here.
Let's go for another card, Josh.
I'll ask the audience again too, the viewers, if any of them have any questions they want to ask any one of us, as long as it's appropriate. WWE Cat Royal Rumble. In
That
the
was the
corner,
best sound in the
we have
world.
the kitty cats attacking.
All right, go for it,
Play-by-play.
Josh.
You're gonna have Becky do the play-by-play because it's at her place, not mine. I can't see the cats.
Eh,
All right, what's this pod card you got here, Josh?
If you were to die tomorrow, what little thing would you regret not doing?
Why are all these cards about if I die?
Seriously.
It's a little creepy.
Was the last one about death?
Wait,
Yes.
what was that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was. You're
What
right.
was that? What was it again? I'm sorry, I just heard the death and just zoned out for a second.
I think it was if
You
I was
caught
to
the
die tomorrow, what would I
coronavirus and
regret?
die. Yeah, what little thing would you regret not doing?
the littlest thing I regret not doing, getting married.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Sorry, Jake. I had to.
Becky with a kick to the balls.
You got like awkwardly quiet on here.
Oh, man.
Next
Next card, please.
chicken.
If you were to die, who'd play you in a movie? Not if you died, but who would play you in a movie?
Who would play me in a movie? I don't know. That is,
Vin Diesel.
I don't know that many like celebrities by their names.
By their names.
By their names.
That guy in that one movie. That that guy.
I don't know. Some people said I look told me I looked like the guy that was on. I haven't really watched much of it. Breaking Bad. I think Jesse.
Yes, you do look like Jesse.
Yeah, you do look like Jesse.
And I haven't.
I haven't seen Breaking Bad, so I don't know.
I forgot.
Is that Galifianakis?
Yeah, Zach, yeah.
He's from this area too. So
Super funny.
Who would play me?
I don't know. Who would you do? I don't know.
I don't know.
Becky,
I mean, she's got to be badass, and not
Nobody make a movie about me.
not Angelina Jolie. Yes, that's Jessie. No, it's not doing
I
that.
don't
Weirdo.
know. It helps now that it's shaved, I guess, too.
Ugh.
yeah, if you had facial hair, it wouldn't work.
Yeah.
I do not like naked face. I don't know. Next card, Josh. This is too hard.
If you were to die,
What the heck?
I'm just kidding. It's not really. Which band or artist, dead or alive, would? Oh wow, never mind. Would play at your funeral? I swear I'm not doing this on purpose.
You get them
Skip
all.
that one. We'll skip that one. I'm sorry.
No, I'll do
Oh, we
it.
got a question from the audience.
Okay, yeah, do that.
Okay, Joe Wilbur asks,
Still got a
if
question.
you could video anything, where would it be and what would it be?
I don't see that.
If you could video anything, ooh, I don't know. I would think, I don't know exactly what I would do, but definitely want to video some things out of the country if I could. Don't know exactly. Or like maybe hang out with like Post
Helen Hunt?
Malone or somebody, you know, do a video with them. I don't know. Be in somebody's music video. Maybe even do somebody's music video for them. I don't know.
So my chat froze after darn appropriate.
Anybody else got anything for that question?
I would want to do. So like in the area we live in, we used to have a lot of wild panthers, and I would like to catch one on film. It's not there's. I don't think there's been one filmed here ever, but you still hear them in the mountains all the time. I'd love to film one.
Yeah, I would like to film at least a black bear.
Oh, Kyle's got
I
it.
don't really want to mess with a polar bear or grizzly bear. That's a little overkill for me. But a black
I would love to see a grizzly bear from the inside of a car, like the bear in the car. Not
I
me.
see them at the zoo, but I mean, out in the wild is more like see some wild animals in the wild that aren't gonna eat me.
I want to video the
We
other
can all
side
get
of the US.
tigers.
Right?
I want to make it to the other side of the U.S. Let's put it that way.
California?
The furthest west that I have been is Nashville.
Yeah, first I've been to Mississippi, and I would love to see all the states one day.
Yeah.
When I was 7, I was in San Francisco, California for a business trip with my dad and
He went to
family.
California at 7 for a business trip.
Well, I didn't
Dang,
go.
man.
My parents, but
Yeah.
I've been as
Sounds
far
like
as
a Disney
Colorado.
movie.
I could see Alcatraz from my hotel room, but I never got to go to it. But I would love to go to
Ooh.
Alcatraz. That's another one that would be an awesome video.
Kara, that's a really good one.
What Kara say?
Waverly Mental Hospital or Molly Stark Sanatorium. Either one of those, just mental hospital, sanatorium. I'm for that.
You and me both.
Well, Adam, there is a meetup that I would love to put together. Not anytime
What,
soon.
in West Virginia?
Yes.
Penhurst?
No.
It's not Penhurst?
Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum in Weston, West Virginia. I have had actual interaction in that building.
That would be a good one. I like to see that myself.
Like, I didn't believe anything until that moment. Like, I went into that building being a big skeptic. And then, you know, walking down a hallway, and all of a sudden, I feel like somebody grabbed my hand and is holding my hand like a child, grabbing and holding my hand, and my hand went ice cold. And one of the girls around me happened to have a K2 meter, and she put it, like, right there. She's like, dude, it's firing off. And I'm like, yeah, somebody's holding my hand.
Wow, Jill.
Wow.
Jill's been to every state except North Dakota, Hawaii, and Alaska.
Oh,
I was born in North Dakota.
Oh, man.
North Dakota.
Yeah, I haven't been to any. I've been to pretty much everything on the East Coast and then California.
I would like to get my passport stamped. I've had my passport for like 5 years, and there's not a single stamp in it.
Yeah, I've never been out of the country.
I think we should go visit Sparky in Canada.
Canada?
I've been to 25 different countries and 28 different states.
Holy moly. Only 28 states, Adam.
Well, the 25 countries I was in the service at the time when I
Awesome.
was out of the country. But it took me up till last year to get to a higher number of states and countries. That was an ongoing joke I've had.
I have been able to take a trip over to Germany to see one of the old concentration camps.
Oh, that's cool.
That was
Buchenwald.
cool.
My son, when he was finishing up his college round, spent a semester in Italy, and actually went there about a week early before he actually had to be in school, and did a good circuit of Italy. And then while he was there, went to Amsterdam to see a Kendrick Lamar concert.
Interesting.
Yeah. He's like, Mom, I'm going to Amsterdam this week. I'm like, what are you going to Amsterdam for? He says, to see Kendrick Lamar. I was like, you can't do that in the United States. He says, yeah, we're going to do that too.
It's probably different.
Yeah, it's definitely different. He got his bank card information stolen.
No, that's not good.
That's not good at all.
He caught a scanner in the ATM.
But that could happen anywhere still.
Do you know how
That
hard
happened to me at work
Yeah.
in a vending machine.
Do you know how hard it is
Oh.
to get a brand new ATM to a person in another country?
Yeah, it's be
I would
hard.
imagine impossible almost.
We
What
were
do you even think about it?
Well, Italy tends to stop certain types of mail. So, like, having a card in an envelope that was addressed to him was like an iffy thing. We weren't sure if it was going to go through. Hey, come here. Here.
It got quiet.
Let's see what was she was trying to get to come here.
Whoa, whoa. Whoa, he just knocked the cord out.
He's pulling.
Oh.
Are you still?
He's going to start attacking the cord now. It's moving.
Come here, bud.
All right, does anybody else in the audience, viewers, got any questions? Or even Jill, do you have another question?
Adam Bonnie wants to know if a light neck brace would help you.
Sadly, no, it wouldn't. I tried having one before, and it didn't do anything to help me out.
Jill, that is definitely someplace I want to go. And Jake and I have actually been invited out to Colorado by His ex, who was
What?
Regina, invited us out to
I ain't going
Colorado.
out there. I don't want to have anything to do with the ex.
She's still like my little sister,
I know,
so
but she's a con.
but she's still my little sister, and I've known her longer than you do.
That's
You did.
fine.
Which is why we're not going to Colorado.
Oh yeah. Wait.
Colorado's so beautiful, though.
Well, I mean, I've got a cousin out in Vail, which I would love to go see her.
Richard with the cat tree. That looked like our cat tree that we got downstairs.
Richard, are you wandering?
No, that's.
Am I what?
Are you wandering in the house?
Yeah, I was wandering around. I was petting the cat on the top of the tree.
Well, that makes him a wandering house man.
House.
Yes.
A wandering cat man.
Dexter, stop attacking me.
I think that is the same cat tree that we got. It looks like it.
Is it
Yeah,
like,
72 inches.
yeah,
That's the same
did
one.
it come in a big box all together and you had to put it together?
Oh, yeah, I had to put it all together.
He says
That
it-
was a heavy
he said
box.
it's all together. You had to put it together.
Yeah, we got ours at, I think we got that one. Oh, that was Chewy.com. We bought that one.
Yeah, that's where I got ours, and it was hilarious because it comes in this box, and I'm by myself in the house, and I'm like, oh, how am I going to get this in the house over one step? And I'm like, ugh, sucker was heavy.
Yeah, a lot of material in that
Dexter,
box that they put all together.
it's solid.
Where'd Josh go?
He had to go
He
take a
probably used
nap.
the restroom.
I'm going to go take a nap myself.
The white one claimed it.
Since little butthead's over here attacking me through the chair.
So Richard, what's your cat's name? That one.
This one is Eclipse. The one that I was showing you earlier, that was Zelda, the white one.
Zelda. Now is that name from the video game Zelda, or is it different Zelda?
Probably after the video game. I gave my sister the chance to give her a name, and that was the name that she wanted to name the cat for us.
Josh is changing up. He's throwing a dog into the mix here. What's your dog's name?
This is Cricket.
What's up,
She's
Cricket?
terrified right now.
She's like, why am I on
We got
camera?
one more.
See, I woke her up just so I could get a dog into this mix. Okay, go back to sleep.
Like,
Yeah,
I'm talking
we
later.
just adopted a new cat last week, or a couple days ago actually, and still have them on separation order right now until they can get used to each other. So this one's upstairs.
I see Josh got his drone. Oh, that looks like our cat that lives downstairs, kind of like she doesn't come up out of one room.
Or,
Yeah, this one's Mercedes.
That
yeah, you
looks,
sent a picture of
looks like our
Mercedes,
cat
right?
Lily.
Yep.
She's got the tiger stripes.
Ooh,
Yeah, I
red
think this one's part Bengal actually, because this cat's bigger than he looks.
Yeah, this is a cool looking.
Mercedes.
Who showed off the puppy?
Yes.
Oh, is Katie back? Is she trying to come in? Katie, you give us a thumbs up. Well, I'll bring you back in.
Go for it.
I think she's thumbing up. That's
Thumbing up.
Let's see.
Hey, did Braille fan want to join us or not?
I don't know.
Or Kyle?
They haven't said anything, so.
Well, did you have Kyle in the chat?
Let me
I
send
don't think
this.
you did. Welcome back, Miss Katie.
Thank
Welcome
you.
back,
I
Kate.
want to be able to show my animals.
Okay.
So this whole time, this brat has been sitting on my lap.
That one's like
That's-
Bella, our Bella
Nope.
cat.
This is Riot. Riot has been terrorizing our fish for the past few days and gets locked in the bathroom every night. And there's Frida down there, and she's upset because Tim just went to the bathroom, so he's not there to rub her with his feet.
Oh, so now we got two dogs in the mix.
What? Yeah,
is
well,
that?
there's a cat, a dog, and there is another dog, but she went flying to keep Tim company in the bathroom. Come here, Chloe.
Because Tim can't be by himself.
Cats love going.
Nobody can. Yes, she is. Hi, Chloe.
Oh, it was puppy dog.
If we don't shut the bathroom door all the way, both Dex
Oh.
and Mal come in.
Whoa.
Oh my god. Oh, help. Get down. Oh dear God, that didn't go so well. Come on, let me have my.
Don't get hurt now. Oh.
Are you okay, Katie?
Yeah, but she just ripped my headphones out of the phone while I was holding one of them, and I no longer have my headphones or the microphone.
Oh no. I mean, we can still hear you.
It's quiet.
Well,
now.
yeah, because you can hear me through my phone, but do you see what I'm holding?
Yeah.
I can't tell. That's all I have in my hand now.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to leave again.
If
I
we
think
don't,
I'm going to leave again because I just caused all sorts of destruction around here.
yeah, if we don't shut the bathroom door, Dexter and Mount both come in and they'll sit there and rub up against your feet and legs while you go into the bathroom.
Oh yeah. But yeah, if you go onto my channel, I think I guess it was probably in February. I did one. It was like a Sunday morning, and I have all of the animals. And it couldn't have been February. It had to be January because it was before we had to have Coconut put down. So Coconut was our rabbit, and I had her out, and she was interacting with Chloe and Riot because I don't think we had Frida yet. But those are
Our
my
cats
weird
are perverts.
What?
If you don't close the door in the bathroom when you're taking a shower, the cats will walk in and then stick their head in.
Oh yeah, mine will try to come
Like
in.
on the floor watching you.
Or they'll
The
be laying on the
cat?
floor just waiting for you to open the curtain.
Yeah, my cat's disgusting because he'll try to eat or drink the bath water. And usually if I'm taking a bath, it's because I have Epsom salt in there. And he's weird. I don't know. This is definitely a weird cat.
Yeah, our black cat Eclipse is like part hamster. She'll wait until there's no one in the bathroom, then she'll jump in the bathtub and start leaking water from the spigot.
Dexter, when I'm in the shower, gets on the ledge in between the two shower curtains and just walks back and forth. And I'm just like, okay, I'm not creeped out at all. Little
Right.
eyes staring at me. And Dex is also part hamster. He went around and chewed
Part
up
hamster.
boxes.
We're all part hamster.
I actually threw a box away, and like the entire side of one of the flaps was all chewed off. And I'm like, what did you do with it?
Whoops.
And
Well,
he does it at the most inconvenient time, 3 a.m. when you're sleeping. Kind of like chewing on the plastic
I'm a little
bags.
party guy.
Good night, Rail Fan.
Have a good night.
Take it easy, Rail Fan.
Well, I'm probably going to get going too because I think we may be heading into bed, and I have to find the other half of that cord that she ripped out of my phone. So I'm going to have to find a new headphone before I can ever do another live feed, I guess.
Good luck.
Oh, man.
It's not a big deal. I think I got those probably for $5, like it's at 7-Eleven or something. So
Five Below. I think they got them.
there too.
Five Below is not essential.
Yeah, well, you guys have a good night and talk to you later, okay?
All right, Katie, you take it
How's it
easy.
going, Katie?
Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye.
Good night.
Hey,
Night.
Ken, give
Bye-bye.
us a thumbs up if you're ready.
Yeah, Ken, give us a thumbs up if you want to pop in here when you're ready.
Do it up by your head
Oh,
because
he's
we
ready.
only see
Yeah, I
this
already
much of
saw
it.
it.
Cool beans, we
Okay,
gotcha.
you're in here.
There's that cool shirt, though.
He's got the cool shirt on. I was watching his live stream a little bit ago before I went live.
You were on for a while, man.
You guys like that?
I
Yeah.
love it. Don't you have some kind of weird looking shirt somewhere that I've hidden? Possibly.
Josh had a pretty cool shirt on the other day, the one with the tiger.
Get that at Walmart, man. My
Yeah,
wife hates it.
it's great. I like it.
I can't wait till Christmas season when I can pull mine at Jake's Walmart, find
But our
out
Christmas stuff,
our
light up
Christmas card. We found
Christmas sweaters.
no the jammies.
Oh,
We found
Janus.
union suits
Oh, good
at
Lord.
Walmart. They're all Christmas all day.
Oh,
And
the
we
ones I
got
got
them
for like a couple
$5
dollars.
for
Yeah,
the both of them because they were on super clearance.
it was the last two.
Cannot
Oh,
wait.
it's on the crap we can't get rid of rack, huh?
Yeah. Apparently they got rid of it. But I walked past and I was like, oh my God. We're wearing them to Matt's Christmas party this year.
All right, since Ken's in here, Ken, did you want to talk a little bit about your channel and what you do on your channel?
Yeah, I could talk a little bit about it.
Yeah, give us a little insight. For anybody that hasn't seen your channel.
So my channel's K Flan the Rail Fan. So
Good night,
pretty
Jill.
much it's mainly about trains. And I try to catch a lot of vintage stuff.
You definitely have some cool videos. I like.
And points of interest. That's about it. Can't really get out right now.
Yeah.
I
Your
do like how
channel's-
you're redoing some of
Yeah.
the model trains you got there, how you're repainting them and adding all the little details to them and stuff.
Can your channel and Sparky's channel is the only place Jake sees trains anymore?
Currently, until we can get out there again. Hopefully, we'll be able to. I don't know how it's going to be, but hopefully we'll be able to get to Strasbourg.
We've been in Hanover for almost 2 years, and there are train tracks less than a mile from us. We can hear the horn come through.
I haven't heard them tonight,
Every
though.
it's a weekend.
Still.
They're not here in the weekends.
Oh, yeah, I haven't seen the train since I
He
moved
has
here,
not
but I
seen
hear
a
it.
train
It's
once.
literally, the tracks are like less than a mile down the street.
Nothing, huh?
I've gotten stopped twice.
And they're usually late at night. They're usually 9:30, 10:30, 11:30.
Keep going.
Yeah, every hour or so. But I think it might even be the train stopping at the recycling center or one of the factories, and then an hour later leaving
Well,
the factory.
Definitely the closest one we hear is the recycling center. And then the one further back is Utz and the pretzel place that's over that way. Like you guys can see that. Did I mention I'm drinking moonshine?
Ah, moonshine.
She's got her shine on.
A little bit of white lightning there.
It's strawberry cheesecake. Oh, sorry, strawberry shortcake.
I like cheesecake better.
I do too.
I like cheesecake better too.
They have,
Hi, Brian.
they have alcohol cheesecake?
Alcoholic cheesecake. I'm sure David could make it.
They really got moonshine that tastes like cheesecake.
We have butterscotch moonshine,
That
which
sounds good. It tastes different if it's hot or when it's cold.
if you put it in apple cider, you get one taste out of cold apple cider and a totally different taste out of hot apple cider. It's butterscotch.
Yeah. It's more creamy and smooth when it's hot. And it's
Yeah.
more like apple juice when it's cold.
When I drink moonshine, my eyeballs go two different directions.
Mine too.
We lost Josh.
Again, Josh.
I'm back. I'm back. The dog knocked it off.
What type of
I'm
camera
like-
you have? Because that thing seems pretty dependable there.
Do what?
What type of camera is that?
What
It
was
seems to be pretty dependable.
That's my iPad.
Nice.
iPad, the whole iPad.
It's just on like it's falling because I have it on this leaned against like my camera right here, so it keeps sliding out. But yeah, it's just my iPad.
It's cool. So you liking that drone you got?
Yeah, I love it. I flew it today. Got some footage, but yeah, I absolutely love it. Going from a Spark to a Mavic is a world of difference.
Yeah, I think I'm going to try something like the Spark to begin with. Just I don't want to spend a ton of money and wreck it.
Yeah.
get the
I
hang
think
of
the
it. Try
Sparks
it
really
out.
are.
So why
The
don't you?
Sparks really are great. Like the quality of them and they're slow. That's the only thing. But like if you're starting, it's great. If you want to get something that's newer, that's fast, look at the Mavic Airs or the Mavic Minis. They're tiny, but they have great range and they're fast.
My thing is, if he wants to get the hang of something and he's worried about wrecking it, go up to Ollie's and get the El Cheapo one and then figure out how to glide on that.
That's what I did.
I
I
was going to say
waited-
the same thing.
Those
yeah, I
are
got a
like,
Toys R Us special.
yeah, I mean, those are good for learning, but like, I mean, it's completely different. Like going from $100 one to a Spark, you'll like these. There's so much stuff in them, like they're almost impossible to crash unless you're just stupid. And I've crashed mine, so that says a lot about me.
I mean, the $20, $30 ones from Ollie's would be so much better, at least for now, if they happen to take a nosedive into a river or something.
Yeah,
you go,
that
oh
is
crap,
true on
let's go
that.
get another one.
It also has to have an okay.
I've bought several on Facebook marketplaces. Like my first one was a Phantom 3 that I paid like $300 for,
Whew.
and then I went to the Spark. I think I paid $300 for it, and like I mean, it's definitely an investment. But like I'm using them for photography for business stuff now, and stuff
wow.
that I was using at work. So I mean, it's a tool. It's not just a toy.
Kyle, 4 drones in a year? That's ridiculous. Yeah,
I give
Jake's
up
getting
5.
Ollie's. Jake's getting an Ollie special. Happy birthday, honey.
Ollie's.
Ollie's.
My birthday's not till September.
Happy anniversary.
I'm trying to do something real quick here.
He was chasing him across the yard. Oh, Bonnie, I would have died watching that. Well, even watching Alan put his drone up over top Harper's Ferry, putting it over the water with the wind kind of moving, I was like, oh God, please don't fall. Please don't fall. Please don't fall. Phantom 3, Spark, Maverick Pro, and now the Maverick Air. What are you doing over there?
I'm trying to click on this.
So did everybody see my Christmas video that I put out today?
I
have not yet.
I have not yet had the chance.
I figured we weren't going to do a premiere on that one since it's April.
Could have done Christmas in July.
Oh, I couldn't wait that long. I mean, at least it's out now.
What is your channel?
My channel?
Adventures with Depth.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't think I subscribed to you.
So I started my channel 6 years ago, specifically for one video that is on there that has the most views. My son and his best friend decided to do the condom thing where you hold the condom out the window and let it blow up really big in a car while you're driving. And that sucker went from passenger seat up front of my car all the way past the trunk. And Jake is blocking me.
Sorry, I'm trying to type something.
I need a new chair. But so I put it on there, started the channel and put it on there. So for 6 years, I didn't have anything but that one video on there. When we got Dex, I was like, let me put some cute stuff up there. So I put like maybe 8 or 9 videos of baby Dexter on there, and that was it. And that was about 5 months ago. So that's when I came up with the idea of let's train Dex on a leash and take him on outings, which we haven't done yet. And then it just became other stuff too. So it's a random mess of stuff on my channel right now.
What's the name of it?
Adventures with Dex.
Just type something in the. You don't have your thing up. I was saying you could type something in the chat box and it would pop up.
Yeah, hey, let's take a page out of JP's book, and if you guys can just like in the chat type "this is me" with your channel.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah, I put my first channel art in there today. I had forgotten that Jake took that picture years ago. You can barely see me though, because it's stupid and cuts me off.
It works out perfect on mobile. You're just right there.
If you're doing it on a TV,
That's what I was saying too. It's like right at the bottom of the center.
it's the same way on the computer, but on the TV, my whole body's there.
And we had to look at it on the TV to see how it looks exactly. We just looked at the picture that shows us on YouTube. It's like, just how it's going to look on your television. We're like,
Well, get Kara to type it in and see if it pops up. See what it looks like.
she did that like we did it like before the stream though, so we gotta go back and
I gotta play with it.
Yeah.
I'm still learning everything. Everybody typed in, "This is me."
this is me. Yeah, so if anybody
Is that you?
if anybody watches the live stream, they can just click on each one of us on the little 3 dots.
But
pull us
Ooh,
up.
me?
I'm still new
Who,
at this.
when,
I'm still
why?
having fun with it. I'm still learning how to edit, and some of my stuff is very raw. My Centralia video that I put out
Raw, uncut.
yesterday is, I'd say, 95% uncut. Except for me cussing JP out at one point. I had to cut that.
I'm horrible with editing. I'm still looking
Why'd
at
you cuss
different
him out?
editing stuff.
It was
Because
like
he scared the
behind
crap out of
scenes.
me. Like, I was looking
Oh.
at something, he sticks his head through the window and yells boo, and I'm like, oh, you.
Oh, maybe I think we got somebody else that's gonna pop in. Nova Taz, you go come back, give us a thumbs up.
Well, he's
I'll
wearing a
let you
hat
in.
now.
Oh, he's ready.
He's got a hat on now. Nice. little
Welcome
beanie.
back, Brent.
Welcome back. I actually have
How
my
are
my girlfriend who came home. Actually just came home
Hi,
from
girlfriend.
doing all this. She can hear you guys. She's over there.
What's up, girlfriend?
How's it going?
Hello.
she
How
just
we
had a, she just had a 16-hour day. So
Yeah, I definitely.
I
When,
mean-
some days I come home, I probably feel the same way she does, but I don't even feel like going on YouTube or anything.
He comes home and I'm like, downstairs, take the clothes off.
Yeah, I just
Don't come near me.
I take my work clothes right off in the basement next to the laundry machine just to be on the safe side.
yeah, anymore. Yeah. I
We
got you.
start having you take showers down there before you come and greet me.
Well, we got to finish fixing the shower up here too.
Well, I mean,
She's lucky. Our they're not clients, consumers, but the people we take care of, they're stuck home as well, so they're not going out. So she doesn't have to really worry too much. So yeah, they've got to worry more about the people coming in into the home to take care of them than
No, both of my staff, the only 2 staff that I have currently, are obsessively cleaning the house. When I came in, all of the chairs were put up on the table and the house smelled of bleach and Lysol and whatnot.
can you send them my way? Because I'm sick of cleaning.
her house is supposed to run, I think, on what, 5 people?
4 full-time staff and 2 part-time staff and myself.
Oh, wow.
So and she's running with just 2 full-time staff and herself. That house
That's
is
insane.
staffed with technically 6 people plus her, and she's running it on 3 people.
Oh, that's crazy.
So
I literally on, what was it, Thursday, went through and like super cleaned the bathroom. Got all the toothpaste off the mirrors, wiped down the countertops, the toilet, the floors, the tub, all that.
I dare you to take a black light around the house.
Oh, it doesn't matter right now because the bathroom has been destroyed with
From
fiberglass
sanding the
powder
toilet.
from sanding the tub.
sanding the bathtub.
Yeah, if
There's
you
white dishes
toilet.
everywhere. And no, I'm not trying to take a black light into the bathroom.
There's gonna be white speckles that are gonna be glowing all over the
No,
place.
it's not white.
we use a
Load it.
black light here, especially anywhere new I move into, especially if I know that the people had pets. First thing I do is take a black light through, and any kind of protein cleaner, because that's the first thing I want to do is I want to knock out any old pet stains or anything else, because pet stains literally will glow.
Oh yeah. There's I don't use any or I try not to use any chemical based store products. I use Young Living has a
Well, vinegar
Yeah.
Usually vinegar kills protein as well. So I mean, you just did vinegar water.
Well, I use Young Living, which is an essential oil company. They have a product line called Thieves, which is their cleaner. And I've gone through and eliminated so many chemical-based products, like the laundry detergent, for one. I made my own bleach the other day, which...
Jess just told me that that one smells really good.
Which one? Thieves? Yes, it does.
Yeah, she's over here shaking her head. You guys can't see her. She doesn't like being on camera. So
come join us.
She's joining you. She's just not joining you on camera.
She's there.
At my previous workplace, working for Avenues, when I filled in at the Avenues in Mahoney City, there was a lady who swore by the Young Living essential oils and things. And she put the Thieves, whatever it is, in the one consumer's bag because it had an odor to it. And she had it with her and she let us smell it. And oh my God, it smells good.
Can you guys hear her all right?
Yeah, we can hear
Yes.
Loud and clear. Yeah, I'm actually diffusing, at least the last week or so, I diffused during the day Thieves and Purification. And oh my God, it's such a crisp and clean smell. And if you add a little bit of lemon to it, it's just, it takes you back to the days of when Grandma cleaned the kitchen.
Nice.
But it literally smells like fresh, crisp pine sol. And then we've learned there's something called Pain Away or Pan Away, that if you mix it with another oil, and I can't remember off the top of my head what the oil is, if you mix the two together, it smells like root beer floats. And I made a cream to help with Jake's feet from being on his feet all day. I'll rub it on his feet. And Jake has also learned that putting clove drops on his teeth help to cut the pain of the teeth.
Well, you can make that yourself. The same stuff that you use to put on your turkey, I mean on your ham at Christmas dinner.
Oh
put
yeah.
that in a pot, boil it down, reduce it really well, and then drain out the actual cloves themselves. Homemade clove oil.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to figure out how to extract the oils from rose petals, because rose oil for a little bottle
Probably not much different.
What is she trying to do?
Make rose petal oil.
Rose oil through the company is almost $200 a bottle.
Yeah,
for 15 milliliters.
Most likely because you have to use a lot of roses to get that.
A lot of roses.
Oh my God, yes, you have to use.
So I mean, it's probably going to be some of the similar process. You're going to probably boil them, and then you're going to reduce it to the point that the water is gone.
Yeah. Well, I've sent Jake a couple of science experiment looking extractors. I'm like, let's set up a meth lab so I can extract rose oil.
I mean, again, a lot of it is the same thing.
From what I've seen, it's they use like a almost like a pressure type.
Pressure pot.
Yeah, almost with like the.
Oh, so it's not much. It's not much different than how they distill alcohol.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Yeah. Maybe I should take it up to Joseph and see if he'll do it for me in the stills.
Yeah.
Be like, here, Joseph, I need
Just end up with
oil.
some rose. You just end up with some rose shine. Rose shine.
Well, he's making rum to make the hand sanitizer right now.
Yeah. I need to go back down. I need to go down to Josh's area and go pick myself up another freaking bottle of shine.
Only reason I go down to Josh's area
plenty
is
of
for
it.
the races.
I need the real backyard shit, like the up in the mountain shit, not the stuff you buy in the stores.
That's West Virginia. You gotta go to West Virginia
No,
for that.
North Carolina, man.
No, we've got like Popcorn Sutton and Raymond Fairchild. There's still like, stuff of theirs still going around that's not sold. So I mean, you can buy Raymond Fairchild in stores now, but it's nothing compared to what it used to be.
No, I have a friend that
My wife's best friend is his granddaughter.
Yeah, I have a friend that I used to pick it up from down in North Carolina. Yeah, true jugs in the back of the barn kind of shit.
Yeah.
Hey, Josh,
my grandfather ran that crap long ago. Do what?
How close to like Fact Town or High Point are you?
Do what?
how close to Fafftown or High Point are you?
I have no idea. I've never heard either one of those.
Okay, how close to
Do you
Charlotte?
know, about 3 hours. Do you know where Asheville is?
Where?
Asheville.
Actually, yes.
I'm 20 minutes from Asheville.
Oh wow. Yeah, my little brother used to go to a special camp near there. It was a camp for kids with like ADHD and stuff like that. That he used to go to every summer for a couple of weeks. I think it basically just gave my parents a break.
Hey guys, I'm gonna head out for the evening. Thanks for having me come in.
See you later, Ken.
All right, see ya.
Thanks.
Talk
Bye.
to you guys again. We'll do it again.
Jason got the,
You said bye.
Fact,
Ken.
Take it easy, Kent.
the motor that came out of this car, I got down in Sweetwater, Tennessee, which is not far from, well, which is pretty close to North Carolina.
Oh, this one. You ready, Kyle? Okay.
I think I got to head out too, guys. My iPad's about to die, so thanks for having me on.
Thanks for coming on, Josh. Definitely a lot of fun. We've got to do this
I'll
again.
talk to you guys soon. All right, definitely. See ya.
Have a good one, Josh.
What's up, Kyle?
Nothing much. I was trying to get my laptop to work, but for some reason it wouldn't connect. I had to use my phone.
You tried to get the link through the, what wasn't connecting, to the internet or to the live stream?
It's a MacBook, so it was saying that it wouldn't connect. But for some reason the MacBook won't work, but an iPhone will. Makes no sense.
I mean,
I was having trouble getting my cell phone to connect up at first because it kept on telling me that Chrome wouldn't allow it.
Yeah, Ken left, Josh left,
Oh, hey,
and
Kyle.
Kyle jumped on.
How are you?
How you doing? Not too bad.
You get that chair for now.
All right.
I went front and center.
I just want to give everybody a heads up. We're probably going to end probably a little around midnight. So probably be on it for another 10 minutes or so.
Well, you're no fun. Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Party pooper.
I'm
Almost
I'm
midnight.
getting kind of tired.
It's Saturday.
And it's not our last live stream. I mean, it's the very first one we've done like this, but I'm sure you guys all enjoyed it. And if you guys want to
Yeah.
pop in for another one, you definitely.
And this is actually the first time I've been on camera in a month because I haven't filmed anything for my channel in a month now. So,
Well, if you guys also want any exposure, you're more than welcome to come hang out with me on Sundays.
Yeah, we'll try that. I have to try that sometime too.
I am definitely at the moment missing our walk and talks. Like we had just started doing them. And, basically just going out to a different little town and walking around.
Checking out
live
the architecture,
streaming.
the statues.
Oh,
the
that
light.
reminds me, I found out about the pineapple.
Uh-huh.
So having a pineapple on your house or on a sign like that was for good luck.
Uh-huh. It started in Hawaii, didn't it?
I don't know.
I have 2 black cats for that.
Awesome.
yeah, if you like small towns, you'd probably like Paris, Ohio. It's so
Paris,
small.
Ohio. We can say we've been to Paris. But we'll always have Paris.
It's okay. We have places like Middlesex and Blue Balls and Intercourse.
Intercourse.
Yeah, Intercourse.
We have PP Township.
Oh, jeez.
I don't know. That might be the ones we have.
What
Yeah, that's right outside of Columbus. PP Township. It's a real place.
Yeah, there is so many sexual towns and street names in Pennsylvania. It's hilarious.
Is there
It
there's
is.
hell somewhere? Where's hell?
Helltown, Ohio.
We're all living that right now.
Let's see. What is the phrase we learned in school?
Helltown?
If you miss intercourse, you've got
Helltown.
landed in blue balls or something like that. Or if you picked up blue balls, you've missed intercourse. Can I have my soda?
I know the last joke we had when we went down to Intercourse down that way is like, yeah, we went in the back way and it was a really crappy trip. See the donkey farm back there? No wonder it smells like ass.
Thanks, Adam.
You're welcome.
At least it wasn't the moonshine.
Since Kyle's in here, Kyle, did you want to say anything about your channel? Everybody else got a chance to.
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's mostly just what's that?
You keep continue. I'm sorry.
Continue.
It's mostly just like urban explorer and stuff like that, and I have an RV that I've been renovating now for like 2 years. I plan on doing cross country road trips, like doing state parks, urban places. One of the trips is actually to Alaska to see the Into the Wild bus if they don't remove it by then.
Nice.
Which is like an 18-mile hike. It's gonna suck, but
Kyle, you've got to help me talk this one into buying a van or something.
I'm trying to. I need to get money. Right now isn't the time, though.
Oh yeah.
Right now is the perfect time to grab a van and move down to the river.
Yeah, that's my plan. Is like just a full time, pretty much travel. Just the only thing that's gonna suck is trying to find money once they start doing it. But
oh, whoa! Darkness.
Oh, that was creepy.
Yeah, I got rid of one of the things that was in the background of my phone, so it probably blacked out when I switched the screens.
He went to the dark side. They had cookies.
Oh. I want cookies.
They were mint Girl Scout cookies.
Oh, I'm following.
Even better.
If you want to lure me into the white van, you either have to have Girl Scout mint cookies, thin mints, or car parts.
I think I definitely like.
Or toilet paper.
No,
Yes,
I definitely not. I don't need the white van toilet paper. It's not that enticing.
Damn.
I have a reasonable amount of normal stocked up. We would normally have toilet paper. I don't have an overabundance of toilet paper, and I don't have too little.
All right, the cats are here.
I was
The only
hoping
thing I need is
to.
computer gear, and I'll be right in there.
I was hoping to pick up another pack of TP from Dollar Tree today. They said it came in last night and they were gone by the end of the night.
I'm sorry. I'd like to know, what are these people all going to do? They're just going to be dead with a bunch of toilet paper stacked in a room somewhere?
It's not like this virus gives you diarrhea.
No. Well, actually, no. Yes, it does.
Well,
we were thinking about now with The Walking Dead. They never covered anything about having to get toilet paper. Like, what did they do?
What are they using now after 10
I know
years
it's
of
a
The
big
Walking
show,
Dead?
but they never mentioned toilet paper at all in any episode.
They use poison ivy.
Yeah.
Yet they
What a pain in the ass that would be.
Right? Make you regret shitting.
I'm gonna stick with just hop right in the shower.
Oh man.
Take a
There's two
dip
things
in
that
the
everybody never gets when they look for toilet paper.
Yeah.
You go to the RV section because there's always toilet paper there, and then there's the blue garage towels that nobody ever thinks of. You get those blue garage towels and cut it in half. You're good for a while.
Yeah, but you can't flush that.
What, the blue garage towels?
I would not suggest flushing those.
No, I would not suggest flushing those.
Especially not if you have a septic system. Now, granted, if you don't have a septic system, you're still screwing over the freaking treatment plant, but...
We got yelled at for using flushable wipes.
Oh, yeah, those are horrible. I worked in the state hospital for the last 10 years, and that is one of the biggest known causes for hospitals and everything else.
Ow!
Don't ever flush anything down a toilet paper. And in fact, even like fancy toilet paper is not good for toilet. Like Cottonelle and Charmin and stuff like that. Technically, those aren't really good for toilets either.
Yeah.
They don't break down fast enough.
I want to know why all these people who don't have babies are buying baby wipes.
I have kids. I've had kids for a while now. I cannot tell you how important baby wipes are if you have any type of kid, even if you don't have kids.
But I'm saying, well, I mean,
That poor cat.
Poor cat.
are you kidding me? It's fine. Jake came in one night, holding him out like this, doing the Lion King thing, and I'm like, really? This cat you worry about with her issues. Because if you see
I'll join the cat thing.
if you see the mohawk going, she has licked all the fur off.
hair off of herself.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we take her to the vet about it, and they say it's mostly stress related.
It's
It is stress.
the vet called it stress-related alopecia and gave us steroids, which worked for a little bit.
But she still rips her hair out. But she never has any hair balls, which is
And
the
what the
weirdest
heck
thing.
is she stressed about?
You would think you have hair balls if you lift that much hair off of yourself.
About the coronavirus.
Yeah, that Jess said she's stressed about the coronavirus.
It's been like this for months now.
Yeah, sister moved
She
in.
knew it was coming.
So,
We're just gonna finish each other's sentence or what?
maybe.
Hmm?
Possibly.
I'd show off my cat, but I don't even know if you can see my cat.
Hey, see,
Oh, Dexter, what the fudge?
the cats are getting anxious here.
Can you do something with him?
You sit up.
I'm comfortable.
All right, what time is it?
It's time for you to go to bed. I'll stay
It's
on.
midnight. No, we go.
It's
We go
midnight.
in here.
Oh,
All right.
wow, I'm at 26%.
It's good talking with everybody.
What do
You guys
you mean?
definitely want to do this again.
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely.
Sure, why not?
Adam likes to sit
As long as
in.
it's not at the same time I run mine.
We should try. Let's try doing a high five. So we high five each other.
Really? It didn't work before. Okay.
Well,
Me to Adam,
me and Bo.
Oh, wait, hang on a second. Here, get the right hand up. There you go.
and then me to Kyle. Wait.
Kyle's got to go upward. There you go. You got it.
See
And
that
then,
works.
Ow.
and then
Kyle's
Too
like,
much
let me,
hand, too much hand.
I got it.
ah,
I got
the
it.
cats are jumping.
I got all
Becky,
y'all.
You're moving too much. Adam needs to get Richard. Bam. And then Richard's got to
Boom.
go down to Nova. Not you, Becky. You already high fived. You've had enough high fives.
I'm
Oh,
high
cat.
fiving Kyle.
Richard's getting the cat high five. He's getting the best high five of all.
Wait.
That's not working right.
Really?
I think I'm too close.
All right, guys. We're going to end it here. And hopefully all the viewers enjoyed their time here with us. And
I got y'all.
you guys all take it easy.
Oh, that one's so pretty. Nova's
Peace.
is pretty.
There we go.
Thanks, guys, for coming and hanging out.
Thanks
Thank you
for
guys,
hanging out.
everybody, Bonnie, Jill, everybody.
Everybody else in this podcast.
Clean hands.
All
or
right, guys. I'm
yes.
going to end it now. So,
All right, everybody.
See ya.
Bye,
Good
guys.
night, everybody.
I got to figure out how to do this.
End broadcast.
Hit the big